Alright, shall we... In fact, we'll start once I've made some progress on this strepsil.
Okay.
Could remind yourself of what you were doing last in D&D. That would be a good way to...
Partying like mad.
Yeah, we're
Cat.
partying. I had a fight with
crazy guys.
Flash.
I think my experimentation in the library may have caused some chaos at the party, so I do apologise about that, guys. I need to actually retcon my behaviour.
I don't even know what was going on, bro.
I'm talking more about... You were menacing, gently benevolent.
Oh, at the end?
Yeah, Whiff used a melon baller to carve out a piece of his skin and then, then cooked it and ate it.
Yeah.
So he's not dead, he's just threatened.
Yeah.
He's just in a lot of pain.
Do we
He's
get
got a
anything
ball
useful
missing out of his
it?
arm.
You
Just like a little slice.
Scoop, like
a scoop. Yeah.
you learned
Came
that,
off like ice cream.
The Black Hook want to rob a train. They basically hired a bunch of a crew in the city to rob a train that's full of weapons. He didn't really tell you where that is. All you know is the crew that have been hired are called the Fooling Horses, and that's about as far as you got.
Okay.
Everyone ran out of steam, and
so
had
we got to find these fooling horses.
So shall we kill gently?
I think we should kill gently.
Before we get into
misery.
it, I do want to finish this strepsil, so it's not like it's making me talk funny and my throat hurts. And we should also mention that Faith has been struck ill all of a sudden.
She was probably just dissing his fancy-ass religion.
Yeah.
Which is not real, by the way, at all.
But it is.
I mean, show me some like proof.
It is.
I can show you the proof of my art.
Well, that's very nice, Rusky, but I won't read it.
And this
Proof
is why
in the pudding, Whiff.
And Birdman, this is why orcs won't reign supreme.
Hey, we will. We might do.
Raise the cream.
I mean, when it comes on reigning supreme, I know nothing
Raise
about
the
that.
cream.
Of course you wouldn't, because like me, you were raised in the slums. I can tell when I look at your fancy ass plumage and golden loot.
It's 24 carat.
So, the assumption is that Birdman is not being raised by posh bird folk.
I would like to make Birdman think that I think that he has not been raised by bird folk because that would boost his confidence.
Yeah, it really would.
And if it wasn't for Birdman,
Birdman
I'd be at the bottom of the lake. So
Birdman believes
like all
Risky's
this
deception.
it's funny because
of course I do.
There's no reason at all to lie. there's no reason at all for these characters to lie to each other, but we are doing because that's.
Yeah, I would be lying to you
Everyone's
about
insecure.
my goals and what I want to achieve. I would never be lying to you about stuff like that, you know.
I don't think Whiff has lied about anything.
I don't think Whiff needs to lie or be insecure because he's a mountain
Guys,
of green
I'm
fury.
straight.
The first lie
Yeah,
ever.
so many
I
men.
place my hand on Whiff's shoulder and I say, Sonny Jim, when I first laid eyes on you, I knew you got that pussy, so... don't worry.
Did you say pussy or bussy?
Let's leave it up to the...
You know what I
reader.
wanted you. You know what I wanted to hear.
And that's why
You
I'm
know what I
saying
referred
it.
to
That's
it
why
as.
I'm being deliberately vague, because I want to boost Whiff's confidence today.
Yeah. Get all the pussy I want.
I'm nearly done with the strepsil, and then I will kick off.
The forces are nearly done with their throat soother. There are grand forces at work. Some may say they're consuming throat sweets. Others may say...
Others may say they are
What's the French for good morning?
making the oceans work.
Je m'appelle Jimoni.
That's the French for what?
Good morning.
J'adore les body.
The morning is tout et bon téléphone.
It'd be bon something, wouldn't it? What's morning in French?
Très bon.
No, that's very good.
Bonjour.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's
And
bonjour.
bonjour is
right?
just hello. I'm after like a good morning. I don't know, I could just do bonjour tout le monde.
Je déteste un documentaire.
Jacques.
J'accuse!
I'm probably going to use that.
Please
Okay,
use
so-
that at some random point in this game.
You've got to fit. That's tonight's special bonus prize goes to you if you somehow fit J'accuse into the story.
I don't think it's the last we've seen of Flash cat pants, by the way, guys.
Yeah, something tells me.
The smell of onions in the air.
So while you're having this conversation, Gently Benevolent is still like he's still dangling from the rotor of the Chinook.
By what?
By his pants, his underpants. He's like wedged up there.
Oh, fucking bigger his pants.
They are bigger than they were when he put them on this morning. And he's screaming the house down still.
Oh,
Oh no.
what's that guy? Shut up! I
Magic
feel like
mouth this
shit.
guy.
That's a
Put
good
ceiling
point,
mouth.
actually. I'm gonna magic mouth him.
Give you a magic mouth that can't speak.
A magic mouth that can't speak.
I'm gonna give him a magic mouth that instead, you know that morning song that goes.
Yeah,
The mouth is doing that.
but it's doing it at the volume.
The mouth is a flute playing that.
It's doing that at the volume at which Gently Benevolent is screaming. So really, it's just modifying his voice.
Got to do that
Oh,
song.
yeah.
It's-
Screams.
I could propose a plan to deal with Gently if you guys are up for it. So what I'm thinking is we start the rotors of the Chinook, so he's got a bit of momentum going, so he starts swinging around and round and round.
Okay.
Birdman waft him, so he's going even faster. Give him some lift, and then whiff. Get ready with your club or bat or whatever, and smack him at the right moment, and he'll just go flying.
Do you want me to just knock him out, right?
No.
You want me to kill him?
Yes.
No.
Okay, I can use
Well,
my axe.
kind of.
Hey, he's on
Do you want
about.
me to just like damage him a little bit?
I think whatever happens, the result's going to be pretty chaotic. So
Okay.
I think Risky
Yeah,
wants
will
to throw Gently Benevolent into the distance.
Okay. Well, how about... Do you want like his arm off or something?
I want you to. We should kill him at the same time,
Like it's, you
and
know,
his
like
body
he's just
should
bleeding
go
a little
flying
bit,
across
but
the
you
land
can
as
tell
a
us
testament to our
whilst he's
power.
bleeding.
I will
Yeah.
do anything to get this man away because Birdman is on a calm down. Okay?
And he's screaming the fucking planes down.
Risky wants to hit him like a baseball across the
Sun's
city.
coming
We're
up.
using your
Right.
strength, his air power, and the Chinook's rotors to give him a lot of momentum.
How about like I slice his head off and then hit it up and then use it as a baseball to sort of hit
See,
out?
I
of
like
there?
that idea too.
It all depends
You know,
how
like
far
a
you
power
expect
move. Maybe
to,
we can have like someone like scribe it down like a afterwards.
Well,
No,
I will
he's-
say that Gently Benevolent. You know, he was playing that song out of his mouth. That's still sort of happening. It's just sort of turned into Flight of the Bumblebee. So he's appearing to be stressed,
Yeah.
but he can't communicate it because it's all coming through this magic mouth.
I'm looking at it like. Oh.
I passed Birdman my cloak of holding many items so that he can cover his head and ears.
Are you gonna do this to Gently Benevolent?
I would. That's my idea. Or we could like do something where we involve chopping his head off and then hitting that like a baseball.
Wait, can we use him as some sort of hostage?
We could.
I mean, I can't lie to you, Birdman. Yeah, he is going to be useful at some point.
How about?
But
I
a little bit of chaos.
How about
When
I
say that, like,
cut
I
a
look a bit
bit,
like a monkey.
we cut a bit off him, so he's a bit wounded, and then we can keep him, and then we can get
'Cause
more
he's not here
information
right now.
out of him whilst he's sort of bleeding to death.
Yeah, I think
he's there. He's there somewhere.
How about that?
you're getting to
how
more
about
sensible
if we-
suggestions. I think.
How about if we
What's the
like
idea?
if we cut a bit off of him, and then maybe he's a bit damaged, and maybe we can get more out of him if we keep him on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think
How about
Whiff
we
is
do-
just hungry.
We do both plans.
Okay.
We torture him with the spinning and the slapping as he goes
Yeah,
past.
I'll bitch slap him
Wait,
every time he comes
And then
around.
as soon as he gives us the information, we'll chop his head off.
Yeah,
And we'll fucking use your strength to bat that into the citadel.
yeah,
Listen, guys.
that's
I
a
think
good plan.
We should. I think we should keep this guy around, and then when it comes to some sort of crunch, we do this idea anyway because I don't want to lose out on this.
I give you an apish smile.
None of you see Flash coming because he's naturally sneaky. He just appears sort of remember how short he is. He's 3 foot tall. He's just appeared sort of next to you, and he's looking up at you, going, "What is this noise? What is going on?"
By this point, Birdman is annoyed again at the guy again. We should put on the thing, and then I'll do the wing thing and whiff and smack. There he goes.
I mean,
I'm ready.
Can you do anything about this mess before we start causing
Havoc.
He looks at the guy. He looks at Gently Benevolent and says, "Is this Gently Benevolent? Why? I thought." I didn't realize he was alive. I thought he was a piñata. I was disappointed when we did not beat him and eat the sweets.
Now there's a plan.
We could fill him with crab and beat the shit out of this guy.
Yeah.
Wait.
I can't rip that fucker open.
Good crab.
The
tasty
sweets
crab.
could be the
Tasty
information that
crab
we
meat.
need.
Crab.
Crap.
We could fill him with crab. No,
Boys.
that's not what you're going to say.
Do you understand who this man is?
No.
He's fucking loud.
I'm
That's who he
going to
is,
stand
bro.
up straight now and say
Go
I don't
on.
care who he is. He's an obstacle to me.
He is a problem to everyone. He is a problem to everyone at this party. We need to get rid of him in some way. We must dispose of his body, or we could return him as a, how you
How
say,
about we get a lot of wax
prisoner
and melt
trade.
him?
Excuse me, Green Man. I have a hangover.
So I'm just suggesting.
But if we trade him to Pending Evil Name, it is risky, but frankly, the simplest thing to do would be to incinerate him. And dispose
fire.
of the body, take the Chinook to a lockup, and just pretend we never saw him.
How about we get a fire going and we burn him and we eat him?
How about we set a fire up in the path of the Chinook's blades so that he swings through the fire, he gets a little bit more birds every time, and we ask him for information, and then we kill him.
Flash
I could eat this guy. I'm pretty hungry.
I'm really
Flash
hungry.
is just like frowning
Like,
up at Risky,
famished.
like,
Famished.
what is wrong with you?
Risky looks down at Flash and flashes him an ape-like smile.
Flash rubs his brow.
There's something distinctly ape-like about that smile.
Hey, Whiff. Are you noticing that Risky kind of looks like an ape sometimes at the minute?
Well, I just
I
like
have been noticing that.
Well,
What, has he done that apish smile thing to you yet?
Yeah.
well, the thing about that is, boys, when Bim's not here, I guess we are one and the same. So perhaps a little bit of Bim slips out when you're not here, and a bit of me slips out when I'm not here.
Bim, he's a funny guy.
I drag Birdman to the side a little bit more. I drag him further to the side.
What the fuck, Whiff?
And I say something like, "Hey, do
I'm
you
sort of
think
squatting.
Bim being inside of him is gonna damage him at any point?"
Hey,
You never
Luke.
know.
He said he's fine, okay? We shouldn't worry about it anymore, Whiff. Not once more. Look at him. He's having a great time.
He's eating things from his hair.
That's fine. Risky does that.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, back
Speaking
to
of which, and then I just pick a little lice out of the face. There you go. To there.
You keep it. We'll have another one for later, maybe.
Oh,
okay. Anyway, so back to the task at hand. How are we going to get rid of this problem?
So what we need to do is burn him, right?
Yeah.
In some sort of fun way.
The Tabaxi suggests that we dispose of him entirely, but obviously there is the factor that we could get something out of him before we do that.
What is it you expect to get from him?
Well, he is obviously a man of power.
Money.
Money.
If he can get us into the Citadel in some way, or get us close to
If he knows any contacts.
faith people.
And then what would you do in the Citadel?
We're going to free the elves, right?
Of course, we're gonna free the elves. That's what I've been down for.
When you say free the elves, free them from what?
The oppressive regime of these dwarves.
So you mean to go to the Citadel to dismantle the oppressive system?
As long as the elves
dwarves.
get back on top, that's what my thing is.
Well, I seem to remember speaking to Faith last night. She said, In fact, you were talking in the room, right? You were talking in the library. You were all
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about this.
Absolutely.
Yes, while we were in the library, I seem to remember Faith saying that her friends were captured, and I didn't think anything of it at the time, but where do you think her friends are in the Citadel?
Oh. They could
Because they are
possibly
not.
be.
If
Oh.
they're not, then that's
Political
not what it is.
prisoners will be taken to the Gulag.
Well, then we go to the Gulag.
We'll have to go to the Gulag. But
which
how
is-
far is that from here?
The Gulag is out in the desert. It's usually
Oh, the desert.
We've got a Chinook.
I don't do well in the sun, guys.
it is past the oases from where the wood elves tend to live in the canyons and
Ooh, wood elves.
whatnot.
I remember the days
Woodnut.
back in the old land. Anyway, I mean, just wear all your fancy hats. We'll be fine.
Okay, great. I was thinking this one, and I pull out one that's like a disembodied head, but with grapes on it.
Very
Like
classic.
it's my version of a fruit hat.
Flash sort of turns away from you, trying to sort of shield himself from having to look at you, and he's directing himself at the two more civilized
Okay.
characters,
So Beardman has been sort of gazing. Just
avoiding his.
Beardman is coming down pretty hard, and things
Yeah.
are a bit. You know, it's the end of the night. The sun's coming up. He's annoyed. He's angry. He's kind of. So Beardman gets up and goes, "Okay, fucking Flash Cat. What we'll do? We'll go to the desert. We'll go to the desert, man. That sounds like a lot of fun."
Yeah.
That is not what I was suggesting. I'm suggesting we get rid of Gently Benevolent before the
Yes,
before the
kill
Imperial
kill this
army.
guy.
I
Yeah.
say, oh, for the love of God, and I go up and I hack one of Gently Benevolent's arms off.
Yeah, that works.
Oh shit!
You only have to beat a 10.
Okay.
Now,
Is it-
I think it's only one thing to do with that arm with.
Yeah. I start a fire. And I
Can
eat
someone
that
cauterize
shit.
the wound? Maybe. We-
Yeah, I tenderize the wound first, just because you're gonna have to keep him alive. Just to you know, if you don't tell us what you know, then we're gonna go and cut your other arm off,
Gently
and
Benevolent
cut your legs off.
is just.
He can't speak.
Are you aware of essentially how blood pressure works?
Yeah.
Because he's just gone white within seconds, and he's going to pass out almost immediately. But
Okay.
before we do anything else, how angry is Birdman? Is Birdman like having a go at Flash?
Yeah.
Well, Flash takes out a hip flask. He's going to have a swig of that and then just sort of jingle it at Birdman like, huh?
Beardman takes the hip flask and goes and sits down and starts drinking it.
Right. we will wait for the Birdman to get his shit together, as you say.
You gonna take that line down, Birdman?
Yeah. This? Yeah.
I extend my green flame blade to cauterize his wounds and hopefully just shock him into not falling asleep, not passing out. Just imagine it's like his constitution or
Yeah.
something like that.
Well, that's a 7.
I could use it.
Okay.
The most his constitution is going to be is a 3, and
So
I would say he'd have to beat like a 20 or something to not fall asleep.
yeah.
Okay.
Could I use heat
So-
metal on the blade?
We say
Yeah.
it's already on
Put his
fire.
pants.
I think it's also an ethereal blade.
Yeah, I've got a green magical sword that I've got the
Yeah.
spell.
Sick.
But I was just using it for narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gently Benevolent is done for.
Oh,
Flash
no.
Cat Pants sort of leaps up on, like he's climbing up him as you see cats do, and he's like pulling stuff out of his pockets, sort of like before you set him on fire. So he's got, I guess he's got a bunch of gold, like a loose change sort of gold,
Okay.
probably about 20 gold or something. And he'll have his keys, I suppose. What else is he gonna have on him?
A photo of a loved one.
Yeah, he's got a painting of a loved one, like rolled up in his, I suppose, in his top pocket.
He's got a note from someone that's very romantic but isn't his wife.
Oh.
Is that
I like that.
It doesn't mean anything to the story potentially, but it's
But we're not going to know really that.
we won't know.
Flash Cat Pants is going to read that out.
Okay.
See if I can improvise this. He unrolls it and says, "Oh, yeah." It reads, "Dear, gently benevolent, to my love. I know our love is forbidden, but I cannot wait to see you again this Saturday evening. Signed, I don't know, M."
Yeah.
Me.
And he waves
M.
that with sort of bobbing his eyebrows. "This could be useful. Perhaps maybe we take him as a hostage. I mean, he is not dead
I'm
yet.
plugging up his wounds
Harmless after
as
all.
much as I possibly can.
Unfortunately, he is now mutilated, so we will
Yeah.
not get anything. We will likely not get much in the way of good faith for a trade.
Okay,
But,
could I slap him a little bit?
I do
So-
not see why not.
Just to sort of see it, wake him up a little bit.
At this point, if I don't think
So
anything.
tell us the
really matters.
direction to the gulag.
He doesn't wake up.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, the direction to the gulag is I could just show you a map.
Oh,
I think we should find it on our own. No, joke. Sorry, I was feeling a bit like a dirty ape for a second there. No, this is a terrible idea. Yeah, show us this map.
I looked to Birdman and got that.
Well,
Yeah, he's fine.
first
He's
of all,
fine,
first
does
of all,
that.
we decide what to do with gently benevolence. Like, do we burn him or
Do you want me to start
put him in the
hacking other
basement?
bits of him off?
Can we launch him? Can
Launch
we,
him.
can we do it all that? Can we
Hold
do-
on, do you want me to do it with his head?
How about you launch him, and then Birdman does some sick aerial trick and slices him.
If I cast heat metal on the blade, will it heat on him?
What blade?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, the rotors,
On the
yeah.
rotors.
But we need the Chinook, so we can't
Okay.
damage it, I guess.
I think
We're
one
not
thing.
firing off on the propeller.
I like that idea.
I like that idea too.
What about if I can see that going disastrously? What if we fly him out over the sea and feed him to the sharks?
Yeah, logical, I
Can
guess.
we sort of dangle it a bit and fish for sharks?
I don't see why we can't hang him from the back of the Chinook the entire way.
If we go out to the sea, is there like a way that Birdman can get him like swinging around in like a little action of a whirlwind to lift him up a bit in the air, and then I can bat him off?
You want about purely to torment him?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
we could
I
still
meant him.
I suppose, man.
launch him, but in the middle of the ocean.
Whatever,
Yeah, exactly.
whatever works. Because like, if you try and launch him here, he's just going to land somewhere in town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's fly off into the ocean. Do it there.
Yeah.
Everyone pile into the Chinook.
Good idea.
Um,
Do we want him to hit somebody in town?
Should
Just
we-
like a random building or a random.
Oh,
Totally.
I think this is making my come down better, really. So, I think we go for the sea one. I like the idea of dangling,
Okay, let's
dipping
go
him
for
in.
the sea.
that arm is cooked now, so
Okay, who wants bits?
I imagine Whiff is like holding it like a handshake and just going like nom nom nom. nom.
it has been a while since I last ate.
And he's taunting gently benevolent.
Oh, thumb, please.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
That's what I call chicken
I'll have
fingers.
This area of the arm.
Risky is
Who
potentially
said that?
smoke the thumb.
Hey, ain't he a stinker?
Gently benevolent.
I
He's not so benevolent
imagine
anymore, is he?
the Chinook is being flown by some sort of automaton that is bolted to the cockpit, so that'll just do whatever you tell it to.
Automaton, take us to the ocean.
Does he have a voice?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I am your automaton.
I find that offensive to my culture.
Shut up, automaton. You have
Yes,
a
sir.
culture. Your culture is subservience.
He just hangs his head.
I look at Birdman with
I
a strange
pet
look.
automaton on the head and say, don't worry, he's like that.
Subservient.
Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, robots are subservient, not like,
Bird people,
yeah,
for instance.
not like bird people. Or other people. Or anyone else.
Is that a dig at Risky?
But no, I was cottoning on to the fact that he knew that this was a subservient servant of some kind. I've never seen one of these automatons before. Maybe it's because of my background.
Hey, it's okay, he's just a servant, you just tell him what to do.
You did fight one.
Oh, one of those. Yeah, they fucked me up. I hate this guy.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
exactly,
A, it's a
this guy's a
different
dickhead.
kind of, they're built to purpose. The ones you fought were like big fucking battle mechs, basically.
Okay.
This is just some
Sure.
C-3PO
So you
guy.
guys
Yeah.
just lay into this automaton as much as you want.
let's just insult it and be emotionally cold to it for the rest of the flight.
Yeah.
I have no
Okay.
feelings.
Yeah, I can
We'll
tell
see.
you.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, because you're an ugly bastard. I don't know why I feel like this.
Your order is on the way. What are you saying with?
So, how long is it going to take for us to get there?
To the sea.
Yeah.
Minutes. I mean, if you want to do something to fuck around on the way,
We're gonna
by the
launch his
time
body
you've done
on.
that.
Hey, let's fly past someone's house and dangle him by the window. There's no houses anywhere.
Flash Cat Pants snaps his fingers and says, I have an idea.
Hey!
If there's someone maybe we would like to frame, just dump his body in their house, in their garden.
Those gnomes.
Oh my god.
Is that anywhere near where we are?
Okay.
They're way across the sea.
Could we
They're like a
aim for
continent away.
there, possibly?
Is there anywhere we're frame?
Is there any way we could aim for the gnomes?
No.
We don't really.
They're several thousand
Pending
miles
evil
away.
name. That's the only
Oh,
other
shit,
character
okay.
I know.
So we could frame pending evil name.
By dumping him in Pending Evil Name's garden. That's a
Yeah.
great idea.
And we could
actually.
carve I was killed by pending evil name on his forehead.
Yeah, you can do that on the way over.
Yeah.
I was killed by Pending Evil Name. It won't fit on his forehead. On,
Well,
on his
the
big dwarven
initials-
chest.
Yeah.
PEN, like
Yeah, we
pending
just-
evil
we
name.
What we
Yeah.
do is we
Just
start
like-
writing it on his forehead, but we realise it doesn't fit, so we go work after writing somewhere
I
else.
was killed by.
So
So basically, all over his body at this point,
Yeah,
he's
there
going to
you
be
go.
what's attempting to write in one sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's brutally mutilated. Who was doing that, by the way?
I will.
Yeah,
I
everyone looks
guess.
at Whiff. I suppose Whiff is doing this.
Yes.
I've got some reading to do, I guess.
Yeah, Whiff is
Servant sometimes.
And I feel really sick.
Whiff is better at writing on flesh with an
The
axe
evil.
than he is at
Looking at
reading.
Whiff.
That goes pretty well. It's very legible.
Okay.
The
I'm
guy's
good
in
with
tatters.
calligraphy on
Yeah,
cadavers.
it's like fucking
Calligraphy.
Have you guys? You guys ever seen a doily?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's what Gently Benevolent looks like now. He's just like
Oh,
you can pick him
God.
up. He dangles in bits. He's like a piece of ham.
I'm looking over at him, and as I'm looking over at the blood coming from him, all I think is, does anybody hate me?
And then I go up to Birdman and I say, "Listen, Birdman."
Covered
There
in
is-
blood.
Listen, Birdman. And I put my arm around him,
Oh,
also soaking him in
this
blood.
man was alive.
It's like, I know you must think that we hate you, but we don't. You know, we love you, Birdman.
Was I saying that out loud?
Yeah, you were saying it out loud.
Oh, look, I'm just going through some stuff today, okay? I'll be okay, we just need to... We've got any sort of very, very, very minimal music. Yeah? Maybe some...
I mean, you're our musician.
No. Beerman just carries on gazing out of the tuna.
I'm also moodily staring off into the distance, reflecting on what have I become? Is it all worth it?
Birdman, do you have any idea what your passive perception is?
Yeah.
Where is my phone?
I can get to it quicker on here.
Yeah, probably.
We need character sheets
I thought
Yeah.
Birdman was gonna like serenade us.
Birdman is coming down too hard.
I'm so sad. Looking out the window. I'm so sad.
Okay,
Feeling
Flash has
like I should go.
Flash has lifted his hip flask off you,
Sad.
off Birdman,
Beerman doesn't even
because
notice.
he didn't. Yeah, I mean that's what. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. I rolled for it. So he's unless you use that sleight of hand, he's. I think Birdman does notice, but like Flash has got it, so it's like he's got it in his hand.
Then Beerman goes, yeah.
He's not in the mood to argue.
Yeah.
Flash is going to have another drink because you're not the only one who's hungover, Birdman.
Yeah, I am.
Is there any way that we can get Birdman out of his hangover?
You'll come out of it eventually.
Go drink some eggs after this, after we dump this body.
I'm always up for drinking eggs.
And now for drinking eggs. Drinking eggs,
Drinking
boys.
eggs and taking
Drinking
legs.
eggs.
That's all you're about.
Oh yeah. you know I'll be on that.
I put my arms around both Beerman and Whiff and pulled together and go, this was a real bonding moment. And I look over at the cat and go, if I had another arm,
Birdman is very, very, very subtly sick down himself. Like, without even really moving his mouth, just to...
Flash is.
I wipe it
regurgitating
away
like a
and
bird
just
does.
wipe it on my chest, and it's clearly visible that I've wiped it on my chest.
Flash isn't paying any attention to this. He's in the passenger seat, sort of in the cockpit, just like he's got comfortable there,
With the automaton Sam.
and he's
Automaton.
he says we are getting close. He pulls the hatch that lowers the back gate. Get ready to drop him. I will count you down.
Okay, we ready for this?
Yeah. Are we gonna
Ready?
area bury you?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
swing him out.
So like, I reckon you go to the back with because you've got you can get both legs and just go. Whoo! And
Yeah.
then we can swing his
Launch
arms.
him.
Wait, let's have a think. Where are we going to drop him? Are we going to fire him
In pending evil names garden.
Yeah.
into the garden? How are we going to make sure somebody sees this?
Well, he's just gonna plop into his garden, a pile of goo.
It'll get found at some point.
Yeah.
Like
okay, well,
his gardens, I imagine it's quite a fancy garden. So like, there's
Yeah.
a fountain in the centre.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
beautiful
I'll-
centerpiece.
I'll roll to see if you hit where you're
Yeah,
aiming.
and what I'm envisioning is like he's like a doily or a net. He just like plops on top of the thing and water's spraying out of all his holes, and he's just
Oh.
a hideous display of excessive.
It's like
violence.
a human water fountain.
It's completely heinous and
it's
despicable.
grotesque. It's like over the
it's
top.
disgusting.
Completely
yeah.
over the top.
It's
This is why I'm
too
having
over
a
the top
reflective
for
moment
me.
here into the distance, going, "I thought about become."
with any luck, he will land centrally on top of the fountain, and like flop like pizza dough, and the fountain will like come through his body and just dilute with the blood, and it'll just be a blood fountain. So,
Yeah, because it'll keep getting round.
are you pushing him?
Yeah, sort of an area barrier 3-person thing. Hey!
That's a natural one.
Oh,
So
no.
what happens instead?
Uh-oh.
Right.
What's going to happen?
We're all looking.
Like, it's freeze frames for a second.
I'm gonna say
Damn!
you. For one thing,
It was in that moment.
you underestimate how heavy he is, and how you sort of get caught on him, and whoever's hairy bearing him is almost pulled out of the door. So that happens. But also, like you sort of land on the edge. Imagine that's the edge of the thing. You land on it like that, like fuck, and you can just see these little. They're like metal turrets coming out of the ground, and they're like sort of mech transforming into surface-to-air missiles. So I'm gonna.
Oh shit! So
Are you gonna say anything about that?
I think we greatly underestimated their security systems here.
Yeah.
We definitely goofed
Definitely.
everybody.
Does that mean we've got to get the hell out of here?
You say someone got pulled in with the
Do we?
weight of gently. So
Well,
which one of us?
whoever was hairy bearing him, I'm gonna roll dex saves for
Yeah. So I guess
from left to right.
we all doing it. Is it like
Yeah, I
a
guess
ritualistic
so.
killing?
Okay.
I'm gonna say Birdman has got higher dex anyway. So, in fact, you're both just almost falling out. The real negative on this is that you were being fired at by SAM sites.
Okay.
Okay.
So evasive maneuvers, I suppose.
I summoned Bim.
Flash is up on the dashboard like, mais oui. No, what's a sacre bleu?
Yeah. I'm going to summon Bim and I'm going to send him to try and divert one of the missiles using his weight.
That's an excellent idea. Like,
Yeah.
So I just do that and he clicks and he appears and I'm like, oh,
you know, like,
feels so good to not be a monkey inside anymore.
like superheated iron filings.
To get this monkey off
It's
my
a
back.
it's a countermeasure.
Yeah. So what I'm envisioning is he just launches himself at the nearest missile, grabs onto it and tries to pull it with his weight out of its course.
There
I'd
he
say
goes.
That works a bit. It starts like just
Good old
spiraling off in the air and
Bim.
it explodes.
It's Bim
my
so
God.
connected to that then.
Bim's dead.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of that one. It's good to be monkey free for another episode.
I'm
He'll
going
be
to say
back.
there were 4 in total, so one missile's gone. I'm going to give everyone an opportunity to
Bit Bim heavy last time too.
try and
Yeah. Then we'll
do something about them.
Good.
If you guys, I'm going to roll for each missile that's still there,
Okay.
and you
How many
guys
is
have got there's 4 altogether. So
Okay.
you destroyed one with Bim. You give you 2 a go to try and destroy one, and then I'm going to roll for whatever missiles remain to see if you get hit.
Okay. Can I use anything? Would heat metal make it?
Yes.
Yeah, then I'll heat metal.
And I think that essentially just works.
Shit.
So that's one. That's another one gone. Is that just a full turn to use that?
Yeah, I think so, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can use like a bonus action for Bardic Inspiration for whatever Whiff is about to do.
Okay.
I realise that Bardic Inspiration is supposed to be applied to one thing, I think, or one person. I don't know. We'll sort that
Yeah,
out.
because
another
before
time.
we've been playing it, so you do it and everyone's like, fuck you, or
Everyone's-
whatever.
Yeah, everyone who can hear it.
Yeah.
So give you one of them. That's a 1. That's not great.
Okay.
Whiff.
What am I gonna do? What do I do?
And enter a rage and swallow a missile. I don't know.
Fuck a missile.
Right,
You could
missile.
jump out the back, grab the missile, and like surf it into the sea or something.
Could I jump down and then sort of turn my axe into the side of the missile so it's sort of exploding as I'm sliding down it so it doesn't
Yeah.
completely explode on me?
And how do you plan to land?
Oh yeah. Do I have anything parachute-like?
We could tie a rope to you, maybe.
Yeah. Tie a rope to me.
You want to
Unbelievable.
stand at the tube.
There is.
Not,
I'm going to say there's like a. There's not a parachute, but there is a wingsuit.
there's a wingsuit. Well, I'm
Yeah.
going to use that then.
So you're going to try and catch a missile. I can imagine Whip is like, he's in this like neon red and blue fucking wingsuit, and he just pops some goggles on like, wish me luck, boys.
Straight out.
This is insane.
If I don't make it back, tell my family I love them.
I clap him on the back as he jumps.
But Whiff, we don't know your
That
family.
just sort of pushes me off.
All right. So we're rolling to catch a missile, or are you rolling to hit a missile with your axe?
Hit a missile with the axe.
I think you're more likely to be able to do that.
Okay.
Uh,
I do it with my great axe.
let's try and beat a 20. Because this, I think that's quite lenient still. Well, that's a 19. So you've
Shit.
you've got
Okay.
19 plus 8, 27.
27.
Yeah. So you've dug your great axe into a missile, and it's just like as long as you hold on to the axe, you're just spinning around because it's
Okay.
self-propelled, and like you've got no resistance. You're just like falling and spinning.
Okay.
So, is there anything you want to do before you hit the ground?
Just sort of like plunge the axe into the bottom of it so it explodes.
The axe is already dug into it. If you yank the axe out somehow,
Yeah. So I'll yank it out and then I'll use the wings to glide down.
what did you do with the missile?
Just sort of so it like as I'm sliding my axe into it, then it'll slowly sort of start releasing and explode, so that gets rid of that missile.
Because like you could
What I'm imagining is
pull
you're just
like
splitting
try
it in
and
half.
yank your
Yeah.
axe out of it.
Like like Ollie said, like
Like
split.
you- oh,
if
like
you were
Risky
dropping
said,
down.
If you were
split it in
trying to
half.
like smash it in half, then it's probably just it kind of destroyed the missile, and you're not spinning. You just cut it in half, and
Yeah.
the missile explodes almost harmlessly. 'Cause
Let's say
most
you-
of the payload's in the front.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
say you
so,
stuck it in the propulsion system, so it cut off its.
So
ability to
yeah,
pull.
so then I use the wings to glide down.
Where are you gliding to?
So
Because you're like
I'll try and
you're
glide
over the highest
up.
point in the city, so you can like glide pretty much anywhere. Where's Whiff gonna fly down?
He's gonna fly down. Oh my god.
I have.
He's gonna fly
Thank you.
down like following where these guys are obviously like heading to. So
I'm not sure where these guys are heading to. They're going to be doing evasive maneuvers in a minute.
Shit. Okay.
So Whiff is just going to have to pick a destination.
Yeah,
and
so,
you can just
I
go back to the
scream
frat
to-
house.
I scream to you guys as I go down. Then I scream.
See you
Don't
on the other
forget
side.
where I landed. Leroy.
All right, I'm going to say. Let's say you want to go somewhere familiar. I'll just roll and see if that's. I'm going to say you've landed somewhere. Pick a random place in the middle of town, like a church or.
The church. Yeah.
I guess it's a temple rather than a church. So you've landed. I'm just going to say on top of a temple, and you can stay there for the time being.
Okay.
That was some Mission Impossible shit.
Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I do's it.
That's how Whiff
You
do.
No, with go.
Yeah. I think Whiff needs to land on something funnier than a
Okay.
church, unless like he smashes through.
Yeah,
like
into a congregation.
Like a stained glass on the roof.
How
How about he
about
smashes through the church roof, lands in the middle of a christening in the font.
yeah, and then I get christened.
Christened?
I get christened by yeah.
You get christened. by-
Yeah, like I get christened instead by someone like a holy one.
Yeah.
I'm like,
The baby gets
oh
placed
no.
And that goes
What have I
against
done?
wood hoof.
Wet hoof.
Wet hoof.
The wood hoof is another thing. We don't talk about the wood hoof.
We don't talk about the wood hoof. But yeah. So I get baptized.
E-gads. Yeah. Remember that for when we get back to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask a question. Is it
You have to finish the
is
roll.
it funnier for Whiff to land in a font or
Was
in
that
a
cheese?
I think font is probably funnier.
The font
If
because
he-
it makes him feel like he's part
Makes
of a
him look
religion.
like a baby.
It looks funny, but
And
if
he
he
also he's got a plot device where like he can be blessed by something.
Yeah, and he's like,
and then
no!
it goes against his religion.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, unfortunately, that's just how religions work. If you happen to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, well, lucky you're a Christian now. Or whatever.
Sorry,
so
Whiff,
yeah. So once that happens,
you're a Christian now.
so
Right.
I smash through.
I'm gonna
Let this
like
be a
it.
lesson to you about the ridiculousness of theology. I'm joking.
I'm not sure what to roll for Whiff. Maybe killing the baby in the font. Nah. Let's say the baby's not in.
No.
Like it's just that they've just removed it. Like they've just taken it out of the font.
Or they're just about to put it in.
Could I kill the baby?
You can do whatever you want after you've landed. So you could turn to the baby and eat it. I suppose.
I wouldn't drink it.
Well, wait. Hold on. Let's hold that thought.
Okay, so what happens with Whiff? He successfully cuts the propulsion system off the missile, and most of it just falls harmlessly to the floor.
I'm going like that as a glide.
I actually,
Uh-oh.
I say
No,
harmless.
go up. Go up. Come on. Ah!
He's not a wingsuit guy.
No.
I'm not a wingsuit guy.
I'm looking at Whiff like, Big Man's looking at Whiff like, thinking, what the fuck, how can you not fly when you have wings?
Right, what? How
Are you?
how likely do you think it is that whatever this missile lands on, it's going to land on it point first? You give me like a
Why
percentage.
likely? It's probably weighted towards the tip, so I'm going to say like a good 60 to 70% chance. The one that's been cut open or the other one?
The one that's been had its propulsion system cut
Yeah,
off.
so it's just going to go.
Yeah, it'll just sort of fall, won't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna land and detonate.
Oh no. Oh shit. Oh no.
It's like
Uh-oh.
a towny person.
You're currently like mostly you're mostly over the citadel, so it's gonna hit one of the areas where a lot of the bird people businessmen live. So that's.
Oh no.
I don't think anyone cares about that. Birdman, you see that some of your kin are caught in that blast, but I wonder if Birdman cares.
But well, Birdman is he's in a highly vulnerable frame of mind.
It's going to come
Is
down.
this going to scar Birdman?
It's going to scar him until he feels better. In a moment, it's going to be a.
He
So
feels a
when-
bit rough.
I feel like what Birdman's doing is when he looks over at these things, his mental gymnastics look over and he goes, "That's a really, really terrible, awful tragedy that's happened over there." And he goes, "And you probably look like shit now. So think about that instead."
Yeah, he's
There
thinking that and he catches his reflection in like, I don't know,
Yeah.
the shine of the metal or something.
And
He's just like,
Could I
I am.
Could I like swoop down to get that piece before it hits the ground?
You've jumped down to
With
it.
his
You've
zip
hit
zap
it.
zooming.
You've hit it with an axe, and it's dropped. I don't know if you're going to be, because of how wind resistance works, I don't know if there's any way you can catch up to it.
Okay. Shit. Oh, sorry, Birdman, that I'll let those of your people down.
No, it's not. So if he tries to
Whiff
do anything,
whispers
he's
that
thinking,
into the wind, and no one hears it. Right, Whiff is you're slowing your descent somewhat
We're just rolling
By,
slowly
like-
watching him descend.
spiraling
Safe as
Yeah,
that.
it's down here.
in your wingsuit.
Maybe I'd do that until like a point where it just
Straighten
I just
out.
drop, yeah, and straighten out.
Well, I'm imagining you go through one side of a church, like smash through the plate glass, which is
Rips his wingsuit off.
it's difficult.
Yeah, he's naked.
Yeah, it's difficult because it's like it's all wrapped in lead, so like you get a bunch of that wrapped around your head and it's all twisted up, and you land in the font with like basically just only like your pants left and this thorn sort of lead crown. You look like Jesus, basically, is what I'm getting at.
This is during a
And
baptism.
you're all covered in blood.
And the priest has just dunked his head as well.
Well, they're about to put the baby in, but the thing is the priest is incredibly short-sighted, almost blind. So they're about to put the baby in. Whiff lands in it, and the priest marks his head with a cross. So Whiff has been christened,
There's deathly silence in the place.
and everyone is covered in water. There's no water left in the font.
The baby's flying.
I get up and
The baby looks at you like Gaga.
I backhand the baby out the way.
Whoa! How hard do you do that?
I do it relatively hard so it can just like fly across the like all the people in the church. So
That
like
baby is
someone,
dead, man.
someone could potentially catch it.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be quite emotional for you with
Yeah.
what's just happened.
So I go.
I'm not gonna pretend you haven't just turned that baby into a pancake. Like it's a newborn with a soft skull. You've just slapped it across the room.
I turn to you and say, is this what we wanted? Well, we're safe there.
I look down at it again and go,
I'll be honest with. What's your plan?
I'm
right
okay. I
now?
don't do that to the baby.
look like this though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I
'Cause
don't want to go that far.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to take your first answer on that.
Okay. Oh,
I mean, think about it.
I am.
You've killed the baby
I backhand the priest.
after backhanding the baby.
No, I backhand the priest instead of the baby.
I will say, like, the things that you say, I'm just going to start taking them
Wait,
seriously.
just roll for it.
Why,
Well,
why are you not taking anything we say seriously?
He slapped the baby, and the baby is just being smote against the wall. That is a group of enemies you have made.
How about this? Yeah, I'd like to add a suggestion so the baby hasn't died, if it so pleases everybody. You're back on the baby, and a bunch of people who are standing against the far wall get hit by the baby and catch it, but they also get thrown back, but the baby doesn't die.
So they die instead, but not
yeah,
the baby.
they all break their spines.
Yeah.
No, they don't. The baby's not dead, but it does get
One
punched.
life for six.
Everyone's really annoyed that you just slapped a baby.
One
though,
life for
I will
six.
say.
The thing is, Whiff could do serious damage to a full-grown person
Just
by
off the hit?
slapping them.
The hit has killed the baby.
Yeah, that would
Yeah,
have
hit.
the hit has killed the baby.
Oh my god.
And
Don't worry, man. You
Again, do you?
like, if I'm not gonna, I don't think it's in the spirit of the game to let you retcon something after you've seen the consequences.
Yeah.
okay?
So you've killed a baby. What do you do? You slap the priest and blame it on the priest?
I slapped the priest.
Do you say anything?
It's really like sorry. Yeah.
The priest's false dentures come out as you slap him.
Okay.
So they're just like across the thing, and he's like,
Could I burn down the church with everybody in it?
I mean, you can try.
No.
I'm not gonna stop you. You've caused a faux pas.
What?
He's a Christian.
Whatever religion just got blacked out in.
I'm gonna say yeah, Christian.
Okay, we're just suggesting that if you try and destroy any evidence of what happened down there, we were watching the entire time anyway.
Okay.
with your eagle
Then I
eyes.
don't do that, and I approach the baby to try and put it back together.
Oh my god! I'm just gonna leave Whiff there doing that. You know, everyone's like, there's women around you fainting, and the men are just like, these commoners are just like pounding on your back, going, "You monster! God.
You're sent by Satan himself.
Yeah. So Whiff is
And
down
now you've been
there.
baptised.
Nothing.
The start of with new journey.
Okay, so
Kill the baby.
Or at least you're Catholic.
you haven't had a turn trying to destroy a missile, have you? Oh yeah, you're right.
okay.
You destroy a heat thing. So you've each done 3. And there's 1 missile left. I guess it's going to be the automaton trying to evade it.
Automaton Sam, you piece of shit. Evade this missile.
There's one like you.
Goddamn robot.
You guys are looking at the gate, like the back gate.
Yeah, we're just-
and you can see it following you.
Okay.
So I guess it's going to be sleight of hand to control the thing. That's an 18. So yeah, I guess he just kind of whips the joystick in the right way, as it were.
Well done, Automaton
And,
Sam.
uh,
You
Good
saved
work,
our lives.
tin head.
You fucking asshole.
Don't compliment him, mate.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't get it. He's just a subservient
Bitch.
Tom
bunch
and
of
bitch.
metal.
Yeah,
Honk of junk.
yeah. I guess he whips the joystick in the right way and then drops a flare or something. So it follows the flare, and that is just gonna. It'll chase the flare until it blows up, basically.
Sick.
Um,
Well, we're safe.
you guys have caused, between you've caused a serious incident. But Flash is unaware of what Whiff has done, but I suppose he's quite impressed with generally everyone's performance dealing with the missiles. Just sits back in his
How
chair
aware are
and
we-
has a swig of his rum.
How aware are we of what Whiff has done?
Well, we were watching him.
If you were
watch the whole
dangling
thing?
out like hanging out the back of the back gate, and sort of you've seen him crash into a church and then potentially just heard screams.
Yeah. We know something
I
crazy's
I
going on.
can. So whereabouts are they now from me?
All the people in the church,
No, these two.
they are flying in the air.
So
You're in the middle of town.
yeah. Is there any way that I could signal to them?
I doubt it. I mean, it's the middle of the day,
Yeah.
so like you couldn't
Smoke ring.
you couldn't show them like fire or anything.
Okay. Well, then I run from these people because I know they're probably going to attack me. So I'm
You
running.
can kill them all.
I don't want to do too much damage now.
Okay.
The lucky thing, I guess the lucky thing about this is like you could probably put some clothes on and like a moustache and no one would recognise you.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I say that this is my new Catholic lifestyle. I have adapted a new persona
It's got a
for
moustache.
my own Catholic lifestyle.
we should
Become
go back and get the orc.
undetected.
That's what I'm saying to the crew.
Do you have? I think it'd be easier for you guys to pick a landing spot
Okay.
and for Whiff to run to that,
Okay.
because Whiff will be able to see where you're going. Unless,
Yeah.
is there a way you can communicate with Whiff?
We've got magic between us. We can boost our voices. We can send Bim down. No, Bim's dead.
Instead, yeah.
We can cast our voices. We can do something.
I think
Yeah.
Project.
you can.
Whip.
Or we could just like fucking
Guys?
shout. Auntie got like a. You've got a weapon that boosts your voice. So
I
you
have.
could, you could be like, help me.
All right. Yeah, you've got that. You've got that hammer,
They're
which
just bees.
which boosts your voice up to over 300 feet. So
Okay.
I'm amazed at how sideways this has gone. This is nothing to do with what I've prepared.
Great.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so,
So,
how are you going to contact each other?
So if they've boosted their voices. From
No, you.
here,
You're the one
We
who's
haven't
got
done that
the.
yet, but you've got a hammer that can make you shout them loud.
Okay, I scream.
You run out of this church and you help me!
With a moustache.
man! Risky! Key!
You guys will hear that.
I'm in the town! I
Down
killed a
in
baby!
We should probably go get him. He's killed a baby.
Killed a baby.
So we're gonna land. Are we gonna land? Automaton Sam, is there anywhere close by we can land safely? Or should we dangle a rope down to?
Rope.
Yeah, dangle a rope.
Dangle
Yeah.
the rope.
That's way more Terminator.
I want to fly through the town and all like towards him. So he catches the rope as we fly, you know.
I can do that, sir.
Haha, fuck you, Sam.
That was way too
Yeah.
human. I can do that,
I like
sir.
the tone of your voice, actually, son.
The tone of my voice was specially selected for
Sam,
clearly
just hurry up.
speaking clearly. There we go.
Enough of this nonsense.
You know this robot nonsense.
Whatever you say, sir.
Right, well, do you guys
He's gonna do
fly
that.
down towards me
Yeah,
now?
so we're swooping through the town.
I imagine Whiff is just shouting the entire time,
Yeah.
so you can
I've
tell where
killed
he
a
is.
baby! I've killed a baby!
You've got
I've killed a baby!
Everyone in the town who wants even in the church knows
You've
you
got-
killed the baby now.
You've got guards on your tail at the moment, Whiff, but you are faster than them.
I'm
You're
going-
just picking up loads and loads of them.
So this is what in my head, this is what I can see. Whiff running towards where
Let's
the rope
go.
is. He's been chased by a
Let's
flock
go.
of villagers with pitchforks and everything.
Yeah.
And we're flying towards him, and the rope's going to hit his hand, and we're going to fly off.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I
It's-
do.
It's down the
grab
main
on
strip.
as tight as I
Are
possibly
you
can.
going to do a check for it? Or?
I will. I'm just thinking about how it goes down.
I think it should be our strength versus his weight sort of thing.
When, if you tie it to the thing's got a winch on it.
Yeah, we'll do
The
that.
Chinook.
Okay.
The Chinook's got a winch. Whiff will have to, I guess, grab that.
Yeah.
Quick,
Um,
winch him.
We're lowering the
Let's
ridge.
just say that's a 15. Ooh.
Oh.
What's
yeah.
Whiff's?
Okay, I'm latched on.
No, you're not.
Oh shit. Okay.
You rolled a 9 on
Oh,
trying
no.
to grab the winch. So the winch is now like, it's the kind of thing that you would use for picking up like cargo containers. So like
Could we
it's really
still
big.
be running to get it because there isn't like a cut-off point where there's like a
That
cliff
is-
edge or like
Yeah, that's true. So you'll just carry. You've just had to carry on running, like you've not
Yeah,
been
so I've
able
had to
grab it.
carry on running. So lower it.
Unfortunately, what has happened is the winch, which is probably about like a big metal thing about this wide, is moving probably about waist height through this crowd of people who are chasing Whiff.
Oh no.
Well, that deals that problem.
Oh well, yeah, they're all like diving to the side, so you're gonna have to bank around and.
We do.
So yeah, I bank around and with all of my orc might, I jump as fast as I can into the air like a spinball type and plunge myself
Knuckles.
Oh,
into it.
I'm gonna say it's easier to get it this time because you're not having to run so fast.
Okay.
So like you can, and you're probably both running the same way. Like you're running the same way as the winch, so you can just sort of hop on.
Yeah. You know, like sort of when you've got the Shadow of the Colossus down, you do like a jump and grab onto
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm just wondering. You've probably got to go and stash this Chinook somewhere.
Are we going to go to the
Okay.
gulag?
Yeah.
The Gulag, I will say, is really heavily defended as well.
Yeah, well,
It's something
maybe
you got to
need
prep
to
for.
plan
after that last
Yeah.
experience, maybe we should plan ahead.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
I would say. In fact, Flash is just going to direct. What's his fucking name? Mechanical Sam. What's his name?
Automaton Sam.
Automaton
Yeah,
Sam.
Automaton Sam.
His name.
Automaton Sam.
Flash is going to direct him to a. It's sort of a lockup on the edge of town where you can store that Chinook and no one's going to find it.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a bit of a. In fact, let's say it's a bit of a secret base. In that, like, it's difficult to spot, but like, and once you get in, you can just pretty much hide anything in there. It's sort of like a canyon.
Okay.
So like he just dropped the Chinook in there.
Okay.
Now you're out in the you're out of town, and honestly, that's probably a good place to be
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
You're in no
I was
rush.
going to say, we're all quite good at disguise, aren't we?
Yeah.
I can disguise at anyone, anytime.
Well,
So we can
I'm
disguise ourselves
sort
back
of
in
like
town.
still horrified because I've been baptized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you want to share your experience with these
So
guys?
I'm sort of come down to you guys going,
What's up?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
I
with
got
Spit it out,
baptized.
Spill the beans, whiff.
I got baptized.
You got baptised?
I got baptized.
Whiff got baptized.
What imaginary nonsense do you believe in now then?
Oh, it's Christianity.
Ooh.
Christianity.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, Flash
that's
makes
not
this
as fun
sort
as the
of.
other one.
I was about to put my hand on his shoulder to comfort him, but I withdraw.
Yeah, stay away from us, Christian orc.
Yeah, Flash.
That's what he is now.
Flash
guys-
is with these guys as well. He's just going.
You guys need to help me. We need to re-baptize me so I'm wet hoof.
Oh, we've got a baptized whiff.
Is it going to involve any wet hooves of any kind? Because I've just filed my nails.
Lots.
Oh, this is gross. Whiff is gross. Now he's a Christian and he's
Fucking
gross.
sweaty hooves.
Flash looks up at Whiff and says, "Why are you covered in blood?"
I'm a Christian. I'm Christian
Makes
now.
sense considering the
As
Christians bathe in blood.
as far as I know, that is not a thing. You do not baptize yourself in blood.
No, I was baptized in holy water. You need
Wait,
to help me.
Didn't Whiff make it quite clear with his hammer that he has killed a baby?
And now you mention it,
Yes.
he did say that several times.
A lot. He was shouting it, I think.
That's how we knew he was there.
I must say, I find it morally questionable that this is the last thing you bring up
I'm going to go and clear my mind.
in all your troubles.
I need to go and clear my palate. And
You
I
gotta-
reach the side
you
of
guys
the canyon and I open a really dark Necronomicon and I start looking into it. It's like, wow. I'm like,
You guys have-
that's so much better.
You've got to help me. I can't. I've got to be a wet hoof guy again.
So what you're telling us, Whiff, is that you are a baby-killing Christian orc and you want us to help you?
Sounds chaotic to me.
Yeah, I guess I'm on board too. It sounds like some kind of shit we can get into where I can be a hero.
So
The hero
what should we
of the piece.
So-
plan for the gulag?
Well, we're in this
How-
canyon, so obviously there's a town nearby that we've just caused a lot of chaos in, but we kind of need to know more about anyway. So I was
Yeah.
going to suggest that we use our power of disguise, infiltrate the town, get the lowdown on pending evil name of the Gulag.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the Fool in Horses is your
Yeah.
immediate thing.
Let's just say, let's attempt to disguise ourselves, work our way to the town to the pub.
Yeah. Okay. Enough for doing that.
The yeah, I'm gonna see
I'm
how
going
good
to
your
suggest
disguises
myself
are.
as a southern dame, an old southern dame. So like I'm
Your
a
disguise just works, doesn't it?
yeah, always.
All right, yeah.
So
I
for
will-
some reason I'm a mature woman.
Then we've got to put it around that as well, so I will also be a southern dame.
Okay. What does that make you, Christian Orc?
I will be a southern belle.
we're quite jealous of you.
Because
but that's what we have to act.
All right.
Oh, you look terrible down at the cotillion the other week.
Have
Oh,
you seen her?
Marjorie.
Have you seen her shoes?
What is this like?
Glasses.
It's like southern.
Oh, mercy!
Birdman's disguise
Oh dear.
looks
Oh,
a little bit iffy.
This guy looks iffy.
Yeah.
It's like a bird stuffed into a corset.
Bustle.
Oh gracious! I mean, oh.
Well, I do declare, Miss Merman, you are sure giving me the vapors.
Yeah, I sure am. I really am. I'm not
Whiff.
fitting right.
Whiff actually looks excellent though.
Okay.
Like Whiff has come out really well.
Beerman's jealous of Whiff, but he's not going to let anyone know that.
Hey, Whiff,
I go over to Beerman and say, "You look great, kid."
maybe you should get christened in old
Don't touch me.
southern dame. So we're a bunch of southern ladies and one deformed southern lady who've turned up in town.
Hey, I wouldn't say deformed though. I said iffy, as in like. I don't want to sound offensive, but like a drag queen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Not like a very convincing
Yeah. Sort of like a drag queen with a beard. So it's like.
Yeah, that's the reaction. They don't question really. They're just like sort of thrown off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
This
you
person has made this decision.
guys heading to the Fool in Horses.
That's what we're going to try and make our way to in these disguises. Yeah.
I've just remembered a thing that happens. I don't. I'd be surprised if you get to the fallen horses, frankly.
Okay.
Well, we're going to try.
Yeah.
By the way this has gone down so far.
I'm sort of strutting forward with my umbrella walking cane.
All right.
And we're sort of dominating the highway.
I'm gonna ask you to not look at the screen.
Okay.
With like my hand down at the bottom, like a hand bottom move.
Yeah, we're walking discreetly behind you, but also looking the same for you.
I do declare, Miss Whiff, you do look a trifle terrible.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a snam.
I can't believe you wore those shoes to this town.
Okay. Are you all just flouncing down the street, like bad-mouthing each other?
Yeah, I'm just strutting with a cane sort of thing, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
Well,
Are they big frilly dresses?
declare-
We're walking
Miss
behind him, looking at each other
Ryan.
disdainfully at him again. They're sort of being bitches towards him.
Flash
for the sake
is-
of being.
I do declare, Miss Browning, you are a tad queerish
Flash
to
could
me.
pretend to be our pet cat.
Well, you look like hell.
Flash hasn't made himself known as dodgy. To be fair, neither. I don't think either of you two have either.
Yeah, we still want to disguise.
Yeah.
Whiff is the only one who's been seen doing heinous things.
Yeah.
I think you
You
two
guys
have
need
just
to
dressed
help
up as
me.
women because you like it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Flash just
The asterisk.
Yeah.
Flash is able to walk through town unmolested because he's not acted like an animal,
Yeah.
basically.
Funnily enough, despite him being an animal.
So he can lead you directly to the fallen horses, but the problem is you run into what sort of looks like a parade. You can't really see
Looks
through the
like
crowds.
a parade. What is it?
Well,
Is it a parade or is it?
It's a collection of.
what I mean
kids in
is
coats.
there's a big long strip of just a bunch of people like in the way, basically cutting the outer city in half. You want to get to the other side of them, but there's just people yelling and a bunch of guards like kicking off, or not kicking off, but they're yelling and yeah, you can't really see over the
Yelling.
crowds. Yeah.
I do
Okay.
declare, ladies, we need to find out more about this scenario. And I sort
Yeah.
of saunter up to the crowd and I say, "My good man, me and my two widowed colleagues over here, wealthy widowed colleagues are looking for the haps in this town. What appears to be happening here?"
Charmed, I'm sure.
I put out my wing to be kissed.
Obliged.
So what are you asking?
We're announcing that we are three widows looking for a good time, and we're also wondering what's going on over there. Just asking the nearest guy.
The man turns to you and pretty much screams, "I do not know this man," and just runs off. Very, very quickly after that,
Okay.
a rooster chases him.
Okay.
A man-sized rooster.
Do we
Like
get
the
invested into that or?
you know the guy off off Robin Hood.
Trouble.
Yeah.
That rooster. He's like that. He's got a crossbow. He's chasing this guy. Because he like when that guy shouted, he just pointed at him. And then he's just after him.
For a moment, Birdman sees this rooster man walk past and it's in it almost romantic movie style, so it's stuff like, oh! And then very quickly realises this isn't the
He's
woman
not a
he is. He's Birdman and goes, ah!
That's a good point. The rooster has got like a very impressive plumage. He's a sexy rooster. He's a sexy older rooster.
Birdman feels intimidated then.
But also hot under the collar.
Okay.
A little bit, but
I feel like he's hot under the collar
Like, who's
purely
this?
because he forgot that he wasn't Birdman. He thought he was a Southern Dame.
Yeah.
That's why
Like
he
who's
did.
this new bird on the scene sort of vibe?
that's where it more
So
is.
the guy
Yeah.
who I spoke to turned around and shouted, "I do not know this man," then fucked up.
Yeah, the person that you asked turned round and took that question very personally. And
Okay.
What was my exact question? What did I say to you?
ran. You just asked what's going on here.
Okay, yeah.
And he said, he just yelled, "I do not know this man," and ran off.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll find out more about that.
At a later date, right?
Yeah, not to be meta or anything. That just seemed like it was scripted. You could sort of
We all
you can
look
ask
to the
someone else,
camera.
or yeah, ask someone else or push to the front of the crowd or.
What are we thinking, boys? Should we sort out? Should we bulk our way through the crowd with our large dresses?
Yeah.
Bust your loot out. Like a.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to bust my loot out and play just like a backing tune.
What kind of backing tune?
It's a bit sort of country.
Like a Hans
Like
Zimmer-esque.
JT. Oh, I thought if we're gonna like strut in like a sort of JT like dun 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 dun.
No, it's more of a.
Are you trying to draw attention?
I know what I'm trying to do is not try and draw attention. I'm trying to play us a nice song that sort of goes to the background of us. It makes people feel comfortable with us.
Okay, well, you rolled a 1.
Oh shit.
So-
Loot out.
Birdman is playing
Birdman's
everything like one note the wrong direction, and it comes out in like it comes out sounding evil.
Big man's coordination's off.
Like it's all in minor,
I would like to take this
like
opportunity to
dissonant chords.
hoist up my dress and expose my long elven legs and start doing the elven jig to that tune.
In this crowd.
Yeah.
Is that the meow 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 meow?
I'm also doing like scary faces because I'm just like extremely like
I'm
traumatic
making cat
experience.
noises.
We're doing this purely because we're sick of the attention being on other people. I feel
Risky, your dancing is fine.
sick.
But you quickly come to understand that the energy you're bringing to the table is highly inappropriate for what is happening.
Yeah, that's true.
You haven't even seen what's happening yet.
Oh no, what's happening?
It just always is usually.
The local constabulary are driving a man up the street by whip.
By whip.
Yeah, they're whipping him, and he's hauling across. I'm not gonna mince my
Is he
words.
human?
He is human. He's wearing flares and a tie-dye bandana.
Flares.
Yeah. He looks like he's from the 70s.
Okay.
A woman turns to you and weepily informs you that it is Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
Yeah, Black Jesus. She says it like that. Black Jesus. She doesn't say it is Jesus and he is black.
Well, this is good timing, uncanny timing, if you like, ladies, because we have ourselves a Christian amongst us, don't we? You must know stuff about Black Jesus.
Why, indeed, we certainly
Yes.
With it? Could you enlighten
Yes.
us on Black Jesus?
Yes, but I'm sort of like my eyes twitching as I'm sort of talking about it.
The woman
Yes, I would love to.
the woman continues to explain that the dwarves wish to crucify him out of jealousy, for he is the true king of funk. The crowd sort of block him off, and they're like pushing him, following him up to this hill where presumably he is to be crucified for being the king of funk.
I'm not sure if we can let the king of funk be murdered in front
Yeah,
of our very
yeah.
eyes.
You know what?
That's not
normally
something I want to see.
I'd feel annoyed that this guy was the king of funk and I wasn't, but he's a musician. We're going to help this king of funk.
In which case, I would like to push my way to the front of the crowd, extend my arms and my long umbrella cane out and say, "Ladies, gentlemen, what appears to be the bother? This man is only crime against fashion."
Have you moved past like the front of the crowd into
I'll
like
distract with
the
fashion.
area where?
Yeah, I'm
Someone's going to
blocking them from him. I'm sort of just doing that.
Distraction. Have you
Okay,
told
well-
Dad not to
Distraction?
come?
Yeah, I have.
What's your
Um,
AC?
What we'll do is, two of us can distract while the other one goes and gets this guy out somehow.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
How
Yeah,
about
I think
we
could.
crank up the fucking performance
Yeah.
and Whiff does the caption?
Yeah. Do that. I could be like voguing.
One of the guards
Like-
tries to slam you with his shield. He sort of fumbles it. He doesn't really do anything.
Okay.
So you just
Oh,
sort of
what a roller
But
coaster.
it's sort of like that. Like it's enough to be like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take that part personally.
He wants to. He's trying to push you back. I mean, if you don't
All
do
of
anything
this, or just
immediately,
Risky?
Risky's pushed through to like this area. That's
okay.
They're trying to cordon. The guards are trying to cordon the crowd off, and the crowd are just like baying for blood.
Yeah.
So he just thinks you're a loud crowd member.
Yes, we should push me back.
Can I get in front of this parade somehow?
I don't like being
can
manhandled
fly
by
up and
no
over it
fascist
if you want.
human.
Then I want to fly up and over it. I want to get to the front of the parade, and when I get there, I want to go.
Will anybody help a damsel in distress? Oh, hello there, sugar. Oh, hello.
When you say
My name is Miss Birdman.
when you say at the front of the parade, what do you mean?
Like where it's going to stop.
What, the hill where he's going to be crucified?
No, wherever I might cease this parade if I jump in front of it.
So just before
He's trying to do what I did, but he's doing a U-take.
you're just going to jump
Yeah.
in front of the parade.
Yeah.
Okay, and you say that. What was the general gist of that?
The general just says,
My name is Little Miss Birdman, and I need some help. I'm a damsel, a dame in distress. Please. Help a little old dame out.
One of the guards, well, a few of the guards, sort of. They're trying to wash you along as they do, but they're also trying to help and say, so, what voice shall I give him?
Cockney.
All right, love. What do you need? What's your problem there?
as they're doing this, I continue to sort of zigzag, so I'm constantly in front of the thing, the parade moving.
It seems,
I don't think on the spot now. What do I want?
I heard that I was in the church earlier, and this crazy character came and killed my baby.
Well, bloody hell, fucking, how's that happen?
He came swooping in his crazy suit. Oh!
I've dropped like faint on the floor.
He motions to a couple of guards to like come and stretch you away.
I would like to take
Look after this one.
No,
She's,
get up. I get up.
I'm okay again now.
Yeah.
I just want to say that maybe we should stop this parade because there's a crazy man go around killing babies.
Well, I'm sorry, we're not gonna do that. It's a court order.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to move.
You say a couple of police have got over to him. Right, a couple of police who went over to him to sort of help him.
Yeah, they were gonna lift him away.
I'd like to use the opportunity to force my way through their little wall, like while the weekend.
Okay.
Just bash my way through.
Um,
So imagine like an old southern dame with a big hairstyle like this, with a little body, and she's like shoulder barging through.
Rugby tackling him.
Bastard.
you rolled a 4 on your strength
Oh,
check,
no.
and I'll roll a challenge, just for fairness. They rolled a 19 without mods,
So I
so
just bounce off his shield.
they just push you over,
My wig falls
riot
off.
style.
and
They just
I-
go poof.
and my wig falls off and I go, well, I was Risky Browning all along anyway! While on the floor like this.
Yeah, so you create a scene all of your own.
Yeah.
What's Whiff
Okay.
doing right now?
Causing
So
scenes.
where was Whiff travelling with them at this point?
You were just like in the crowd nearby, I
That's the end of the
guess.
game.
I imagine my wig falls
doesn't
off.
matter too much
and
where
it's
you
my
are.
head and
Okay.
face, but like still on a buxom old woman's body.
I feel like I'll start strutting
For what purpose?
What are you doing?
just because.
What?
So you're not really involved in what these guys
Wait,
are trying
what
to
are
do.
you
No,
doing?
no. I'm trying
What
to
did you say?
steer up my own attention.
Right, so
Some
as
of the parade
Risky's,
distracted by dancing and strutting and
Risky's created his own scene, and Whiff is like, are you trying to distract the
What are you
parade, or are
doing?
you just trying to
Yeah.
steal thunder?
I'm just trying to sort of like walk in
Oh,
to a certain part of the parade, like at another bit, and get their attention. So it's like a double blockage.
I'm sorry, you've rolled a natural 1.
Oh.
I'm going to say one person in particular recognises you through the crowd and says, "He killed my baby!" No,
He killed my baby.
Are you going to shout that?
Yeah.
Just from where you were? Hold
It's
on.
my baby. It was my baby, not yours.
I run.
I don't think anyone believes Birdman.
I want to jump to my feet while, with the body of a buxom old woman, but Whiskey's head, I want to draw a green flame sword and I go, "It's my baby!" And I just do that at the fucking police.
Are you attacking them? What was the first part of that? Because you're like surrounded by
So,
commoners at the moment.
when I got knocked backwards,
Yeah,
my wig fell off,
yeah.
which means part of me disguise disappeared. So it's my head, Whiskey's head, on a buxom, large-busted, old southern dame's
Yeah.
body. And I jump to my feet and draw a green flame sword, and I just like lash it at the police to just back them off even further.
Are you trying? Is that a normal attack?
It's a magical attack. I've got my character sheet up, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah. What I mean is like you intend that to work as an attack.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that's gonna.
We try to cause an opportunity for Doctor, what's his name, Black Jesus,
Yeah.
King of Funk, to escape
Um,
while they're all dealing
Yeah.
with us, I guess.
Could I go and run and try to like pick him up to save him?
Yeah, I guess so.
let me deal with the green flame blade
I could
first.
do that.
Yeah.
You brandish the weapon used in the spells. Yeah, you make a standard attack. Attack deals an extra 1d8. And a 1d8 to the other target. Plus your spell mod. Both damage rolls increased by 1d8. That's not you're not that high. You're not that high yet. Okay. Yeah, that should hit.
Okay.
That's a 1.
Yeah, just say they're armor negated it then.
What are you attacking him with?
Like, it's like
Weapon wise.
It's like an ethereal green flame sword, but when I do that, it sort of lashes, so it's like an arc of fire. And I think that the first one it hits, it spreads to.
Let's just
Okay.
say that's a scimitar.
Yeah.
So you've done 7 with one of those, and your spellcasting mod is like 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's you've done 7 to one of them and 13 to another.
Oh,
So
shit,
you've seriously
okay.
injured them. I'm going to say they don't have the balls to stand up to that. They've just gone, oh fuck, and just fallen back. You know, like you could have stamped on their toe, they would have cried to the press.
Oh god, okay.
So that is the guards have immediately just locked ranks in a tighter circle around Black Jesus, and you hear like sort of echoed behind them. Let me think. Do not fear for me, brother. I am prepared to die for my father.
Okay.
I'm prepared to die for my love of funk. For funk is my father.
Are we prepared to let this guy die for his
Can
father?
I swoop in and get him?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't let him
Could
die
we
for his
run-
father.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Could you swoop in and just
you
sort
can
of pick him
swoop
up?
in if you like.
I'll swoop in.
You swoop in.
A flying southern dame.
Where are all these southern dames coming from?
We're here on vacation, I say with my own face.
How many times have I rolled that? 6 maybe. 7, 8. At least 2 people have stabbed you with spears.
Oh shit.
I
That's
retreat.
1d6.
Fly up to a building, stay on a roof.
I'm gonna say you take 5 plus 2. Birdman takes 7 damage from that.
That's
Which
not a
isn't-
lot.
It's not a
Not a
lot,
lot.
but like it's
It's more than you'd want to take.
Yeah.
they're not letting you get in.
Okay.
You hear Black Jesus call to you.
Um,
Worry not, bird brother, for I will be reborn in heaven.
I lash through the crowd.
With
to try
yeah.
and get to. I swing
No.
my axe around in great speed.
In the crowd. That's how you're gonna move through it.
Yeah, to try and get to Black Jesus.
I don't think we can let him die since you're a Christian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
Even if it's what he wants.
I'm
Even if that's what he
being
wants.
weirdly motivated by it. It's like I've got an obligation to do it.
Yeah.
Are
gonna
you
see my
swinging your
Christian
axe
father.
through the commoners to make a?
The
Yeah.
true son of God.
All right.
The true son of funk.
to try and get to
Yeah.
Black Jesus.
I remind you guys to consider the story of Easter, as with cleaves many
Oh,
commoners in twain.
can I take 2?
Are you in a rage currently?
Oh yeah,
Are you
it's
trying?
insane.
Are you trying to do as much damage as
With
possible?
retreat. You know the story of Jesus.
Whiff, are you trying to do as much damage as possible in one swing?
Yeah.
Alright, let me just calculate that. I'll see how many commoners you kill.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alright, so rage. Well, +5, +2.
The story of Easter reminded me of the eggs.
Jesus, are the eggs.
Ah.
He hatches every day, covered in goop.
Oh, Jesus.
Father!
He's like pushing through that membrane. It's like weird and like Robin's arse.
He is risen. He is risen.
When he comes out of the egg, he's lying on the floor, limp and powerless for a moment.
What that's like.
Whiff. I need to give you a vision in a minute.
I'm getting a vision right now.
So we do 7.
Chuckle vision. This is Barry Chuckle's head.
This is what I think about Barry Chuckle's egg.
I would never eat his head. It's
Barry
horrible.
Chuckle's egg.
It's like it gets stuck in your
Would
teeth.
you eat Barry Chuckle's egg?
No. Hell no. It smells like an ashtray.
Okay.
But he smokes loads.
I honestly hope Whiff rolls really high on this.
Barry Chuckle. Chaining ciggies.
Stinks.
That's a 9,
Fingers dead yellow like.
5, 14,
Brown like
21,
How does that happen?
Bear smoking.
22.
How much smoking do you need to do? Because that's up to me.
Loads. Tari. Fat cigs.
Whole
I
ball.
think that might be it.
Fat
Hey, look.
tobacco.
That's nice.
Put up the Hoover.
You have seriously injured 6 commoners.
That's good.
I've seriously injured him.
6 commoners.
Sick. Okay.
You've cut open 6 commoners.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
For your Lord and Saviour, though.
Yeah. So
Jesus,
so
the son of
how
fun.
close am I to Black Jesus now?
You're face to face with the police. Well,
Okay.
I say you're.
Um,
The crowd have moved out of the way, and it's you and about like a phalanx of about 10 guards
okay.
around Black Jesus.
Right. So can I swing at them?
Yeah, you got another attack.
Okay. So I'm gonna go double axing this time,
All right.
and I'm gonna attach ropes to the end of them. Use them like as lassos to sort of like.
I'm gonna say
knock
you've done
them
that
down from the
already.
back.
So you're gonna try and swing that around them.
Yeah, so I'm trying to swing around and like choke 2 of them out and then make a run for that little opening.
That's a fucking sick move. Imagine people do that.
That's a cool move. That'd be
I'm not
great.
even sure
Fucking
how to
crowd.
roll for that.
This
Like
is what
parting the sea.
this is what Christian
Like parting the
sea,
sea.
yeah.
Oh, Christianity's
Christianity,
paying off.
yeah.
Oh,
I
Everything's
guess we
playing
remember
out.
the true meaning of Easter after all.
Moses won.
Killing a baby. That's about Easter too.
Yeah,
It
it
is,
is.
Yeah, it is.
What is it you wanted to happen?
Oh, these are all Easters.
So I'm going to attach to the ropes
Legend.
the
Like
axes.
Cheap Galaxy
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm going to swing them around, so it knocks 2 of them over. So like
Cosmic Jesus.
grab them and pull them back, and
Method-
then make a
method
dash for
Jesus.
that opening so we can get through them.
Method Jesus.
I don't. Are you trying to cleave them open? Like cleave them apart?
Like just either cleave them apart. That might work. Cleave them apart, or just
and you want to
pull
be.
them over.
Yeah,
You
what
want-
he's
you want
doing,
to be-
imagine this, he's swinging his ropes like this, and then guessing, he goes on your
Yeah.
neck, and he's pulling them both apart where it's like...
Yeah, so like.
So he's pulling the
and
2
then-
guys literally away from each other with his...
So
let
you've
that-
made a gap, and then you want to dash into the gap.
Yeah, and let that sort of like the pull propel me through the gap.
All right.
So like a
And
arrow.
you were going to
like a
end your
missile.
turn face to face with Black Jesus, and he's like, he's got the cross on his shoulder, and he looks up and says, "Brother, why?"
Grab him.
And
That is the end of your turn.
okay.
Have you all done something stupid?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah.
The guards are all gonna stab Whiff.
Okay.
Like every single one of them. There's 10 of them, so
I think we might be a bit outnumbered. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much damage do I
Some
take?
of the boys, the pig boys.
give me a minute.
Pig boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can fuck off.
Yeah.
What we should do is you should grab Black Jesus. We should summon the pig boys, and we should fuck off.
Yeah.
We should get out of here. Because remember they'll appear in a big in a buzz
Yeah.
as well. So
Right, we've
those
got
people-
it.
Pig buzz.
You know what? They're just not very. They're not very sociable.
Everywhere we go, we create such chaos.
Yeah, but we're actually saving the arch-mage of his religion.
Actually, they've all.
Can I have another sip of that, please, Evan?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Nice, yeah.
I'll take another sip of that, please. Whiff. Beardman puts his hand into the just quite easily through the guards and goes up and takes the bottle from Whiff.
There you go.
Right,
Thanks,
The
Whiff.
guards just go.
Okay.
Slightly.
It's going back now. It's alright. It's going
I'm
back now.
still got my sword sort of stretched, and I'm just going. And I'm sort of eyeballing everybody. So
Okay.
scare him off. But that's all like a freeze frame.
Whiff.
Gonna be alright
you-
cycling home after with.
That'll be fine, man.
Okay.
Need to do that. No, not
I won't
70
be fucked
fucking
off
hell.
that. Can take a bit more than that.
Hey,
Give
you're
your brother a chance.
You're talking to the old cider baron of Stoke-on-Trent over here.
Hey, you're cider baron, eh?
Baron.
Baron.
Baron Sadir.
Have they got 2 attacks? I don't think so.
They got 2 attacks.
No,
Oh, that
I
ain't
don't
good.
think they have.
Good, that'd be 20.
Yeah. I'd be dead.
Yeah, you would. You might be dead now.
You've,
What's your
you've
HP
managed
with?
to avoid most of them.
Oh.
You've only been hit by 2, and even they've only done 7 altogether,
Okay. Shit.
including your
So,
damage resistance.
Can I sort of like look at Black Jesus for a second?
I mean, you can look at him all you want.
Okay. I'll look at him and I kiss him.
You kiss Black Jesus.
Yeah.
Let's kiss him. Don't you? Is it one of your goals to like fuck a god?
Yeah.
Black Jesus weeps. And he
In a good way.
He says, "Thank you, brother. I will live on in your heart."
Grab him.
I grab him
You grab him.
like a sort of like he's in a baby grow on the front of my thing. Yeah, like in a papoose. Yeah.
Just take you in a papoose.
And
You're going to try and run away.
and then sort of like backwards flip out of the out of that area.
I imagine him just like stood there, grabs like that, then goes backwards.
Black
out.
Jesus is just like this.
The problem with that is you have been surrounded by the guards.
Okay.
So you can try that still, and
I'm
I'm
gonna
not sure
try
how it's
it.
going to work.
I'm gonna try it. Do you think I should?
I'm not sure how I could help you any other way. Apart from attacking more people, but I think we should just get out
Right
of
then,
here. now.
I'm gonna at least
Pigmen.
try.
I could release the pigmen. But
Okay,
that's
come
it.
on.
Remember what happened last time? We had to
Yeah.
deal with them as well.
Yeah.
It could go bad for us too.
Yeah, good.
Anyway, I don't want to get Bim else again. We would have killed. In fact, I can't summon Bim anyway, so it'd just be pigmen.
Actually, it's not.
When can you
that,
summon
is it?
Bim
That's,
again?
Next episode.
that's cool.
Okay.
No, Bim.
Yeah, he has to die in episode, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he did actually a good thing this time.
So Whiff, you've picked up Black Jesus,
He did.
and you have tried to flip, and every single one of the guards has got a reaction attack on you.
How many are there?
Okay.
Well, there's 10 of them.
Oh god.
They've not done any damage there, really.
You've
Okay.
also got Black Jesus.
That's 3.
Yeah, I've got him now. He's in me. He's in me
6.
arms. He's like
12.
tucked up.
He's just like,
Whiff has taken another 6 damage, and he has not got anywhere. Now I'm going to ask for what you guys are doing.
I would like to mystery step out of the vicinity. And just get out
Yeah,
of the
you
crowd.
can do that.
Yeah.
I don't think...
I think didn't you go up on a roof or something?
I'm on a roof, yeah.
I'm just going to mystery step up to him.
I rolled you a 20... Well, I rolled and it was a 20, so you were stealthed right the fuck out of
Yeah,
there.
I reckon we're now in a position where we're not in danger anymore.
Okay.
I don't think Birdman, what are you doing?
I'm on a roof.
What was the last thing you did?
I tried to swoop in and got stabbed with spears. So I flew onto a roof.
Yeah, they sort of gave up after him because I was attacking him with a fire sword.
Yeah.
Birdman, what's your stealth? Yeah, I mean, you rolled a 20 on your stealth, so as long as you don't do anything stupid, no one can see where you are.
That's good.
I'm going
At
to
least
see if
you're safe.
I'm going to see if Flash can do anything to help.
Yeah, whiff is
Well, no, Whiff's
fucked.
backed up to the other place.
Has he? He didn't go anywhere, did he?
No, he got stabbed.
Yeah, because he was surrounded. He just got stabbed.
He
I
didn't do any
think
damage.
your only recourse is to abandon Black Jesus.
Yeah, and go.
Black Jesus is whispering in your ear. Save yourself, brother.
He's going to forsake his lord.
We're up thinking, look, he's going to forsake a lord! He's going to forsake his lord!
So at that point, I get Black Jesus and tears sort of trip up my eyes like each side as soft violin music plays, and I go, "I've forsaken you," and I turn him around and I sort of charge at the police using him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like a battering ram. Like,
You make it through. Black Jesus is skewered on like he's skewered through like through his collarbone and through his pelvis because of the way you were holding him. You just kind of went. Bleh.
Is he alive?
Yeah, like he's been skewered in ways that like don't immediately kill you.
Missed all his own vital organs. He's just like,
While
Ow, this hurts a lot.
just my father.
as Whiff sort of, I guess Whiff slide tackles out from underneath them.
yeah.
Flash is going to throw a net on top of not on Whiff, on top of
Thank God.
it's just going to sort of jump out from the crowd like over the guards who are like bunched together. And he's going to be like, Whiff, let's get the hell out of here.
Okay, I follow.
And then he runs off in a very theatrical way.
I follow.
I'm gonna see if
because
I
I
can-
need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that did not go well for us
No,
at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
We weren't even there to
fucked
save
up.
Jesus and we killed
In
him.
fact, you know how
We didn't kill him,
Have you
did we?
seen how
We
Fester
still got him.
Uncle Fester.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's you know how he runs.
Yeah.
That's how Flash runs when he runs away. He's just like, Whiff, come on.
So I'm going to follow Cap with Black Jesus.
I guess we bound across
Black
the
Jesus is
parkour style
stuck
while
to the
just from
spears of the
still.
guys you've just ran away from.
Doing like
Okay.
sick parkour.
Like
moves.
he's been left behind.
Yeah, I'll leave him.
Yeah.
Got our normal heads
Um,
though. We're going to regroup
I
you guys
guess-
by doing sick parkour across the rooftops.
I guess Flash has given you the opportunity to like get away relatively easy. Are you going to try and like hide somewhere?
Yeah, quickly. I need to. Somewhere quickly. Because I've killed a baby and Black Jesus
a
today.
lot has happened to you in the space of a very short space of time.
Yeah.
You've got a new religion and then you've killed the lord of it.
Actually,
baby?
he was the king of funk. He may not even be anything to do with Christianity.
Yeah.
Whiff.
Whiff is just going off like things he's got in his head.
So, are they going to
leave?
leave the body anywhere?
Of Black Jesus.
Yeah.
That's
he
not
dead?
something you could possibly know. He's not dead.
Yeah,
He's not dead
he's
yet.
He's
skewered
not
on
dead.
a
They're
fence.
going to crucify him, but it's also a good idea for you guys to get out of the way.
Okay, so
I-
wherever he'll end up later then...
Drop him.
No,
Don't bring him with us.
No, okay, so I'm going to find out where he is later after he's crucified, and I'm going to place him in a tomb
For 3
Alright.
days.
for 3 days.
All right, yeah. Well, that'll be later. Are you gonna like? I guess Whiff is like hiding in an alleyway at the moment successfully. Maybe he's jumped into a dumpster.
Yeah.
You guys are on
I
like
start,
the opposite roofs above him.
I
Just
start going like...
like Whiff is having a crisis of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is bad.
This is bad.
Flash sort of looks around at all of you and says, "So shall we go to the Fallen Horses?
Yeah.
Fallen Horses."
We should just immediately shed our
I declare that we do.
I immediately pull off my boudoir and I'm just as normal as if.
And it just like, does it like fizzle into nothing?
Yeah.
You just
so
sort
like
of go,
imagine a brassiere, like a big old woman's bra. It's flying through the air and it's just incinerating as it goes.
This is to undercut what's just happened to Whiff.
Yeah.
Like it's silly.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, we just pick him up while he's like having an existential crisis. And we direct him to the
And
police.
I hug you guys for support.
Let's not go too far now, darling.
Is Birdman just going to speak like that forever now?
Maybe for a while.
Yeah, I only want to take him bra off for
It's
effect.
keeping me from the effects of the drugs they're having on my head.
I feel less cum down here when
When I talk, as long as I'm speaking like this.
I'll stop it.
So I'm going to remind you why you're at the Fooling Horses. You're here because you've been told that they have been employed to rob a train that's full of guns. So you're looking to find out what that job is. So it's a bit of like social stealth. You know nothing about the situation as yet, but as you arrive at the, it's sort of like sort of 3 or 4 story tavern. There's like a tavern on the bottom, and then there's like a bunch of living quarters above. And out the front, let me just check. Yeah, out the front there's a dude. Sort of. It looks like a couple of bouncers, because of the way they're blocking off the gate.
Like club bouncers type guys.
Sort of, yeah. It looks like they're waiting for people. One of the smarter looking dude, like, I'll get you a picture of him actually.
Like a right boys.
The smarter
Right,
looking
boys.
guy, that guy, he's got like a bit of parchment and he's looking at it. It looks like he's expecting to meet people. You know, like taking names off lists.
Yeah.
You're
And
not on the list.
the chick who was with him looks like that and looks kind of serious.
Oh, well, it's been a long while since I've flexed my charm, guys. So I walk over to the serious-looking lady in the room, using persuasion. I say, "I'm Risky Browning. Can I buy you a drink?"
She says, she sort of sneers silently and says, "I don't drink on duty."
Fair enough. I walk back to the gang and pretend that never happened.
I mean, I can
Yeah, you can
I
tell
can
us.
roll for that. That was an 8.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nothing happened over there, guys. Nothing at all.
Okay.
she's looking at you because you can see, unless you're like further away. How far away are you?
I guess we've got a table in the corner somewhere on the opposite side.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're outside the pub currently.
Yeah, go outside
Okay.
So far, that was just awkward.
then. Maybe there's a reason why Risky doesn't flex his charm anymore.
Then I'm going to go up and say,
Hello there. What's it gonna take a southern dame to get her little caboose in here?
This guy, he smiles at you and says, what's his accent? Oh, it's Yorkshire. You're right, love. You're a working girl, are you?
A working girl? Why, yes, I work every day of my life.
I worked so hard for this figure.
I contribute to the society.
He looks
you
you
know
up.
what I mean.
He looks you up and down
Society.
and winks and says, "Oh, I bet you do. That's a Cockney."
Birdman is not understanding what he's doing. He's got a total wrong end of the stick. Birdman is just saying, he thinks it's saying he's working. He works as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you do, lass. You looking for a job, are you?
Well, I could take any job around. You give me anything and I can do it. I can do it hard because I'm a tough worker.
He steps aside and sort of ushers you in and says, "Go, that fucking accent, Yorkshire.
Go up there.
Right, go get in there and speak to the barman. Tell him Sir Waldo really has sent you."
So, Waldo, really?
Aye, Sir Waldo really.
Well, I do declare I'll step myself inside. and find out what kind of job I can get into.
As you
Come
pass,
here, no, man. Come my friends over here, come in. Those are working girls too, even though they look like an orc and a man.
are you still in? Are you still in costume?
I
You
sort
haven't
of...
taken it off, have you?
No, I've got like little remnants of it. It's all mashed up on my face.
Whiff looks pretty good, so like he's gonna buy that, especially at a distance.
I am your retarded your cousin. I am with kebab. Yeah. Tell me about that.
Is that what you're going for?
You know what it's like in the town. I'm gonna be the simple cousin.
Hold on. That's a critical hit.
Sick. She's convinced that I'm a retard.
Well, it's so older. Really, you're talking to. He's much taller than you as well. He's pretty huge for a human.
Hey, old big man.
He leans in like with his hands on, his fists on his hips, and he just goes, "Yeah, is that right?" He pats you on the head. Go on then.
Thank you.
And
Come on in, Ruprecht.
I'm going to say, I was going to say he slaps Birdman on the arse on the way in, but I think he's more interested in Whiff because Whiff looks strong. He likes a strong woman.
I am sort of like butt bouncing.
In a playful way.
In a playful way, yeah. Like a boing.
I mean, I'm not sure what I'm rolling for there, but like.
Do kids still do that?
No, please do.
As he's, I guess he just looks. I guess he just looks happy with himself. He's sort of nodding to his mate.
And I go,
nodding to her, going, yeah. See, I'm in there. She's just like, whatever, man.
So we're in the pub now.
Yeah. Are you gonna go for the barman?
Yeah. So what we need to do in this pub again? We need to get more information on.
We need to go and step over there and talk. We need to go talk to the barman.
Yeah.
In order to get a job.
Yeah, because it looks like I can get a job here. You know what I mean? You hear what that guy was talking about? He said that I can get a job here.
Oh, man, you don't need a job. You're good enough without a job.
I know, but I can get a job and I can pretend to get a job and we can really do some sleuthing, you know?
Okay, yeah, I mean, that sounds good if you were
That guy obviously thought I was important.
Yeah, how about we go undercover as your family and we'll all get a role in this brothel. I mean, pub.
Brothel?
Is this a brothel?
I look around and notice some unsavoury gentlemen with some young ladies making an astute observation.
Oh, I do declare.
It looks like there's many young ladies who have jobs here.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Yeah,
Are we all gonna like split up and search individually for people to speak to?
I think.
We're going to the bar and you're going to try and get a job in exchange for room for your simple nephew or simple cousin.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go around just like talking to random people about if they know how to get into the gulag, but also impart Christian teachings onto them.
All right.
I should probably do something.
You've got a clear idea of what you're doing.
I'm going to go to the bar.
You're going to speak to the barman.
Yeah.
He's a sort of. He's one of them water genasi, so he's got like green skin and scales and flapping gills. And he's just idly,
doing the barman.
Yeah, he's drying a glass.
It's already dry.
Yeah, well, yeah. The thing is, hold on, I'm going to roll for this. Birdman is not aware of this because Birdman is lacking social skills. But the thing is, this guy is just a fidgety person, and he's looking at Birdman, going, "Hold on, I've got this written down. What's his accent?" Well, that's not an accent.
This is an accent.
It literally just says there's accents all down these NPCs, and then for this guy it just says water genasi. That's not helpful.
Water gymnastics.
No, water genasi.
Oh, okay.
How do you reckon Tibetans speak? What's their accent like?
Hello, I'm from Tibet.
There it is.
No, that's more like Norwegian or something.
Where's
I am
Tibet?
from Tibet.
It's like
Sorry,
China,
that's
Asia,
shat.
not kind India.
Tibeto.
In the middle, isn't it?
I'm just gonna do a nervous guy. Yes. Well, hello. Yes. What would can I get you a drink? Are you looking for a drink?
Hello there, Mr. Nervous Youngster over here. My name is Little Miss Birdman, and this is my brother. He's a little tooth shy of a train, if you know what I mean. I've been sent over here because they said I could get a job in this place. He said he thought I had the goods.
The barman flaps his sort of gilly ears and is like, he's gonna look you up and down. I guess his eyesight isn't good today.
Oh.
Because he says, well, yes, I can see why I can see why they would think that.
I do declare.
Well,
What do you think, Ruprecht?
bloody hell.
Are you okay, brother?
I've got one eye sort of going off.
Does your cockeyed friend need a drink?
Sometimes he's a little bit tree short of a pineapple, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I do know what you mean. What was that, young man?
Can I have Coke?
Kind of yes.
You're not kind of your famous Coke.
I just want one kind of Coke.
The barman.
You're kind of your famous Coke.
The barman obliges you and just says that'll be a copper, just a copper for the drink.
Oh, it's usually free for old Ruprecht.
I take his hand and give it.
I take it we'll be settling the money with you.
Yes, but I'll be working here with my big old bosom.
Okay, he pulls out like a hefty ledger, which you assume to be the ledger of bosoms.
It's hefty.
And he runs his finger down the page and says, "We do actually have a space. You can presumably you'll be working out of this room." He just points to like a room upstairs. There's I think it's this one. You're currently down here talking at the bar. Evan can't see that because my head's in the way.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
You guys are down here talking to the barman, or these guys are.
Is it?
That's obviously the basement, and it goes up around here. So like, you go up them stairs and you come up there, and this is all like, sort of private areas where, you can assume that people are living. That's what I'm going to say. And I guess it's an area up here that I guess Birdman will be working as a prostitute.
As a what? Sorry, darling? I don't think you said anything, did you? That was just a little voice I heard in my head for a second there.
The barman introduces himself and says, "Yes, I am the Dalai barman."
Charmed, I'm sure. I put my wing out, and before he goes for grab it and kiss it, I pull it away.
Have you had much experience as a prostitute?
Why are you asking?
Why are you asking me that, darling?
Well, it's valuable experience when applying for a job as a prostitute. He flaps his gills at you.
Ruprecht? Why should I do that?
Oh, what are you saying about my sister, man? She's not a prostitute. She's recently widowed. We just had a funeral. We're on holiday. You insensitive man.
Are you telling me, sir, that this job is for being a prostitute?
I just...
It's going to be later tonight.
I assumed by the way that you were dressed, that's what you meant. What job are you talking about?
Birdman in his head goes, a hero's got to do what a hero's got to do.
I'm just messing with you, boy. I know this job is to be a prostitute.
Do?
I guess so.
Well, I tell you what, sister.
Ally Barman doesn't read the insight on that, so he's just like, okay.
Okay.
Well, you will be working in one of the rooms upstairs, whichever one's available.
Okay.
Would you like to start now?
Is there any chance that we're going to get any clients that I can question?
Potentially. I mean, I don't know, just have a look around. I mean, so Waldo really liked the look of Whiff.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that's a thing you can pursue. Or you
Okay,
can
darling, I'm
you can
just
have a look
gonna
around
go-
at the clientele.
I'm
'Cause
just gonna go out and check out maybe go up into the room and scope it out. Go and grab my sister over here, and we're gonna just go upstairs and make ourselves comfortable for a moment.
I need a pee-pee.
He says, just wait one moment. I'll get someone to show you around. And he's gonna call. Are you in disguise? In fact, I don't think it matters.
Playing retarded kid.
I'm just wondering. Yeah, he calls across the bar. Frog buddy, and this guy looks up. He's like, "Hey,
Buddy.
hey there, barman. What's the problem?" He's playing cards at the moment.
Oh, fuck, boy.
And the Dalai barman says, I'd like you to show one of the new working girls to where she'll be working. And he's like, oh, hey, well, it's always good to check out the merchandise. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And everyone at the table is just like, ugh. Come on, man, you slimy little fuck.
He's horrible.
Hey, I know we're here in this brothel, but that guy's gross.
he looks over at Birdman and says,
Now, which dicks do I have to
yeah,
suck
well, looks like I'm cashing out, right, boys?
I am so got that.
And he takes all his winnings, stores them in like the front of his trousers, and he walks up to Birdman and he's like, "So you wanna showing around?"
Yeah, I mean, yes, of course. I would like showing around me and my brother Ruprecht over here. He's a little corn purse short of a corn feed.
Could you say Risky's innate arrogance, no matter that he's in disguise as this retarded kid, every time someone makes a comment about him retarded, he's getting a little bit more angry.
I imagine he's like that special kid who's evil in South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Lindsay!
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so he's going to introduce himself. His name is Ramblin' Frog Body. He's gonna lead you off to like have a look around the premises. I'm gonna go to Whiff, see what Whiff is doing. You want us to question people?
Yeah, so I'm going around, going like that. So, is there anyone in the bar looks a bit shifty? It's
Everyone
a bit like
in here looks shifty, but you're
everyone
looking for the
looks-
most shifty.
the most shiftiest looking people in there.
All
Yeah,
right.
like real low life degenerate types.
At the table where Ramblin' Frog Body's just come from, you see this guy.
Okay.
He's a gunslinging goblin.
I am sort of saunter over to him, like a. Like jazz sax is playing there. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like strutting my hips over to him,
Yeah.
and then I sort of like perch down next to him.
I
like
imagine he feels the ground shake as you approach.
that.
And
Yeah.
he just looks up from his cards like,
Flipped.
and you're gonna put your elbow on the table just like,
Yeah.
hey sailor.
Yeah. Hey there, sugar.
He chooses a cigar and goes, yeah, what's up, Toots?
So
And he told me to chew.
okay.
I don't know.
Toilet paper? No. That's a It's a terrible thing to chew.
I don't want anything in my mouth, actually. I'm just going to... Hey there, Toots.
I say, you look like a man who knows his way around a cigar.
That sounds like, you trying to call me a homosexual?
No, of course, no. What? No, of course I wasn't.
Well, what are you getting at there?
I'm looking
son?
for a place called the Gulag.
The Gulag, eh? Tell you, you don't want to be messing around with the Gulag. That's where they put all the political prisoners, you know.
I put my finger on his lips. And I say, just tell me.
What, where the Gulag is?
Yeah.
Well, it's
how to get in.
It's a couple of train. It's a train ride up the old desert through the canyon pass there.
And I say, do you know anything about the inside of it? Do you know anything about if it's heavily guarded or if it's...
Boy, I can tell you it's heavily guarded, but I'd never seen the inside. If I did, I wouldn't be talking to you, Toots.
Well, I say, if you could tell me any extra information, I could make it worth your while.
First of all, what information? Second of all, what do you mean make it worth my while?
What's my while?
Well,
yeah, what's my while?
well,
What's my while? What's my while?
I was thinking.
What the fuck? What is the...
Have you heard the word of Jesus Christ?
I have heard the word, and I ain't too fond of it. You're not a Jesus freak, are you?
I grab his hand, like almost breaking it.
He draws a weapon.
Okay. So we're sort of like...
He's got his gun out.
Alright, we're stood at each other. Alright, so we're sort of like...
He's sat down still. He's just sat down. He's got cards in one hand. And
Okay.
you've just like grabbed his card hand. And he's just like, what do you think you're doing there, Toots?
And I say, help me.
He cocks his gun. You better start answering questions, explaining yourself, see?
I need help.
He looks around the table like, what's with this dame?
As he looks around the table, I shoulder barge his head into the table.
Okay.
You're gonna die today.
that does hit him. I guess it's just 6 damage. You've banged his head into the table. Everyone at the table draws weapons on you.
I guess we hear that, surely.
So quickly, I pull out my axe and I start spinning like crazy.
Stupid idiot sister is causing a commotion.
Are you going to come and break this up?
Is that goblin ass male?
Are you going to come and break this up before he starts swinging that axe?
Yeah, I've got a perfect way of doing it. I'm gonna run over. So Bearman comes running over and goes,
Hello there, gentlemen. Hello. My name is Little Miss Lady Birdman. I just wanted to say to y'all that this is my sister over here, and she's a little bit of a toothpick short of a strawberry, if you know what I mean. As you can see from my brother over here, Ruprecht, who's a little bit of a ice cream parlor short of a gun.
You rubbed the moisturiser upon both kneecaps.
This guy jumps up onto the table in response to this whole situation. He's like, hey, stand down, boys. Now, my beef is with the big green lady.
Well, the big green lady is going to take her fucking hands off this guy and stop causing a fucking commotion.
You'll have to get us in here.
I unclench my hand from his.
He says, you're lucky I've had a lot to drink today, or I'd be in more pain, and I'd be wanting to burn you with this cigar.
I'll say, do it. I'll like it.
He's stood on the table at the moment, and he squares up to you and he says, come here. And like lean in. Do you lean in?
I just sort of go like that and go, do it.
Yeah, he burns you on the fleshy part of...
Okay, and I go,
He says, I like your moxie, kid. Now get out of here.
We Greg.
I am just sort of like
stroke his face and go like that.
Are you going to ask his name, by the way?
I'll say, what's your name?
The name's Wee Greg. They call me Wee Greg.
Wee Greg.
See?
Hi, Wee Greg, see?
Guys, should we tell him what we've been looking for? Does it feel like maybe you could help possibly?
What do you mean looking for, eh? See, we can find anything you want.
Is it a fixer of sorts?
Yeah, well, depends what you're looking for.
Guys?
Are you a goblin?
Yeah,
I like goblins.
well, I can see why.
I used to hang out with a bunch of goblins back in the day.
This is my brother Ruprecht. He's a little horse-drawn carriage short of a highwayman.
I can't drive though.
A little,
No, he can't drive. He's unable to drive.
a few acorns short of a oak forest, you see.
No, I'm a full forest.
Right.
No,
I
he's
see.
completely crazy. Bad shit, cuckoo, nuts and crazy.
Wee Greg puts his gun away and just puffs his cigar and is just looking at you guys like, Did you want something or not? Trying to have a card game. Looks like you're looking for something that you don't want to ask for, if you know what I mean.
Why'd you come up to our... Oh, sorry, I'm not a lady. Why did you come up to our room to find out?
What do you mean your room?
I mean, why'd you come into this room with little old Miss Lady Bug?
You're the new girl, eh?
I'm the new piece of ass around here.
What do you say to Flipper Silver?
Oh.
Yes, I can
Is that a sex move?
flip. I want to know what that means.
He flips a silver coin in the air and catches it like,
I'm gonna be a little bit more than that, honey.
well, I'm trying to think what the rates are.
You should also stipulate that your retarded brother will be watching. This is part of the
I
contract.
just need to stipulate that my brother Ruprecht will be watching, but as I said before, he's a little bit of a snake short of a baby dog.
I'm a full dog.
He's not that full, but he'll be watching in the corner.
Tell you what, I'm gonna roll Birdman's persuasion. That's quite high.
Oh my god.
Has that been effective or?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Wee Greg is intrigued by the concept of being watched in coitus by a retarded man, and let that colour his character.
Oh god.
He likes to cook, a retarded man.
Wee Greg makes the same joke that Rambling Frog Body makes. In fact, Rambling Frog Body's with you because he's just like,
That would go somewhere.
yeah, he was supposed to be leading you around. He says to, in fact, I'm going to say Rambling Frog Body says, so, am I not needed here, or,
Should we just completely ignore him?
Yeah.
I am just look at him, I grab him.
You grab Frog Body
Not like a lot, but just like a little tussle.
and do what with him?
Just get him. Just get out of here.
He, in return, he grabs you by the balls and says, well, that's not what I was expecting to find down there.
I say, squeeze him harder.
Is that persuasion?
He does, and does 6 damage.
Oh god, no.
And you are not in a rage, so you take the full force of it.
Okay,
Your balls
You
hurt.
should be in a rage after that.
I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry.
I imagine you hear a crunch.
Yeah, I go.
And, so, how about you put me down?
I put him down and I
Son of
just
a bitch.
sort of pat him on the head and just like give him a little tap in the ass.
He bats you away and, like, he pulls a spear and just says, get the hell out of here. Stop touching me, man.
I go, okay. My arms up. Yep, okay.
are you going to apply your trade elsewhere? That was a disaster.
Yeah, definitely.
That couldn't have.
It couldn't have gone
I'll
worse.
look over at Whiff and go,
It looks like it's little Miss Birdman 1. Miss Chestnut 0.
Very good, very good. I had somebody adopt the old the old matriarchs.
Right,
You've done very well, my dear.
Wee Greg is going to show you around the.
Forgetting which character I'm in for a second.
I think Wee Greg is going to show you around rather than show you around. Rambling Frog Body was just going to do its job, but.
Okay.
I'm gonna come with you guys. I feel like if I just keep trying to find out information, I'll make a disaster of myself.
You're part of this group then, aren't you? I suppose.
Yeah.
Wee Greg is going to question that. So what's the big Jamook doing? He's coming with us. I didn't pay for the bearded lady. You know what I'm saying?
I guess he's just gonna stand outside and make sure I don't get killed.
Well,
So, I'll be your security.
he taps his pistol and says, "Well, that's a good idea. See, I can get a little explosive in the bedroom."
Oh, I like shooting guns also.
You
Yeah,
know
yeah.
it makes sense.
Well, right. So are you gonna? This is ridiculous.
Am I going to what?
He leads you outside, round to this set of stairs.
yeah.
You come up here, and
The three of us.
All three of us, yeah. However, I'm just like sort of guarding it.
I guess he
someone comes
he leads you past Waldo and the woman whose name you haven't heard yet, which I'm going to use Wee Greg now to say, move out of the way there, post 9/11, because she's so severe. And I guess they're a little. I think they're probably looking at the group like, well, I guess these are the new prostitutes. So yeah, they're going to lead you up here, and in there, see if there is anything in there. Yeah, you see a couple of these uniforms, like hung up along the side of the wall. And is anyone going to take a guess at what they are?
Like Royal Guardsmen.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see where he leads you to next. I guess he's going to lead you to... Where's Greg's bedroom?
So this is I make a note of that and I'll say this is someone important comes here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say he's just going to lead you to that bedroom. So you're in, and Wee Greg is... He's just sort of looking up at you guys expectantly, like, so where does the special boy go? Stick him in the
You just gotta
stick him in the
go
corner.
in the corner over there, and maybe wait for me to. No.
Okay, Clifton, I'll go away in the corner and wait for a nod.
Wee Greg jumps up on the bed, so he's roughly the same height as Birdman, and he's waiting for you to work your magic. He's waving a coin at you.
Listen, I don't want to be killed, so I think you should put that piece of yours down on the side there. Little old girl like me isn't gonna do anything to it. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean the one that's an actual girl.
Wee Greg takes that as flirting, I think.
Yeah.
And he acquiesces.
That's some like Pirates of the Caribbean level flirting. That is.
He hangs his brace of pistols here, like at the head of the bed, and he's just lying there in that sexy pose. Just like, so we doing this or what?
Yeah, why don't you come on over here? I'll lay down. You can look away from the side where you placed your weapon.
Hold on.
And when I mean your weapon, I'm talking. I mean that one over there, and not your big old dick.
He,
Bring it over here.
he sees that there's something fishy going on in like your request, and is like, "Listen, sister, I've had my fair share of dangerous dames in my time. There's no way my guns are going to be out of arm's reach at any time,
You haven't heard
especially with Crazy Eye Joe over there.
of dangerous dames before, like me.
In which case, I'll be extra quick on the draw."
I'm. Well, I hope you aren't too quick.
What are you trying to say to me?
I'm trying
Dame.
to come really quick.
Well, surely that you're starting to sound not much like a working girl at all. You're trying to say you enjoy this line of work?
Enjoy it? Oh, I have to enjoy it. It keeps my figure in shape. It makes me feel like a bad girl, a natural, powerful woman.
Well, hot diggity dog. Come and jump on daddy, see?
Okay.
work your
I
magic.
kind of give Risky the nod that, like, if he can fucking get the gun,
Yeah,
like,
I can
or,
get that going.
or
Well,
if we can grab this guy and fucking.
All you want to do
Right.
is smother put him into your bosom.
while you're playing for time, Whiff is stood outside the room, so Whiff can have a look around.
I sort of like hopped up.
Whiff, do you want to have a look around this area? Because like you've gained entrance to the hideout, you've just got to have a snoop around and see what you can find.
Okay. So I go and snoop around.
I will say one of the clues is the uniform.
Okay.
So you can have a look around here. That's the floor you're on. If you go up
Okay.
these stairs here, you'll go
We
onto
already
that
had
floor.
a vision.
You haven't had a vision. That's a good idea. You have a vision now.
Okay.
Like you drop to your knees and are like
Oh,
stricken with a vision from your lord, and it
My
says,
brain. It's
in fact,
got a man of its own.
you see a bunch of shapes.
Oh.
You see that,
Really?
and then before you know it, that is gone.
Okay.
So you think I'm going to say you assume that is something you have to find.
Okay, so I see that picture of that map. Okay, so I'm gonna have to find where that map is, or where if it's got like there's something like that in or around the bar, so it's gonna make it easier for us to get there.
I'll give it to you that it's not going to be downstairs from where you are.
Mm.
It's anywhere. Have a look around here and in here. Can you see what any of this stuff is from where you are?
Kind of.
How about that?
That's way better, yeah.
Here's where the depraved sexual act is happening.
Okay.
Whiff is here. This room is where you spotted like the uniforms.
Okay.
So
Can I go
there's
further out?
further out where?
Because if like further into the room next to it.
Do you want to come point at the map?
Yeah. So
Hello. So if I walk.
Watch that doesn't fall out.
phone, man.
Yeah, it'll be right.
so like walk through here.
Yeah, you can go through there. I don't think there's anyone in there.
Okay.
Oh, God, there's-
I was just scoping it out, see if there's anything else inside the area.
There is not really anything there. Not of any import. That's just like it's just like a sort of lounge. There's like a animal head on the wall. That's about the only interesting thing in there.
Okay, so I head back.
You can get up these stairs or into there.
I feel like going to tell the guys, like, you know, I've had this vision that we're looking for a map.
I would say they're distracting. They're causing a distraction for you to have a snoop around
Yeah. Okay, so I head up the stairs then.
up these stairs.
Yeah.
So you end up you come up here. I'm going to say the door to that office it's either open or you can see that it's an office.
Okay. Can I have a snoop in there?
Yeah. Let's see what you find in there.
I'm prepared to do stuff for information.
On the wall. In fact, no, not on the wall. On the desk, you find that map.
Okay. Shit.
So you can have a proper look at that now if you want.
Yeah. So where are we on that map?
You are off over there,
Okay.
and
So-
these are train tracks.
So what we need to do then is get the train towards the gulag.
Yep. And you'll obviously be coming from here.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to cross over and get on the train.
Yeah, in Blood Gold Canyon.
Can I rip that off?
You can steal the whole thing.
Yeah, can I see the whole thing and just sort of take it with me
Yep.
as reference?
Hold on to that. Right, I'm going to leave you there for a minute. What are you guys doing? I mean, obviously you're having sex with Greg.
I'm trying not to look at what's going on. I was imagining that you were pushing his face into your buxom bosom.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Oh, come in my bosom, baby.
I'm sort of slowly edging towards his guns.
How, firstly, how tightly are you holding him to your bosoms?
Like really tight, bro. I'm playing it off as like a sort of don't trim me rough.
Yeah, that's essentially working.
He's a chick guy.
Yeah, he looks a big
Yeah.
breast.
Loves a big chicken breast.
17.
Big birdie breast.
Big birdie breast.
In the breast. There he is. Simply the breast.
Yeah, he hasn't noticed you yet.
Breast.
But are you... I mean, I could say you'll buy his guns at the moment. Like, you could try and steal them, that'll be a roll. But then what do you plan to do with them? Risky?
Sorry?
You'll buy his guns at the moment.
I was falling asleep for a second. Yes, I pick up the guns and I point them both at him and I say, what's his name again? Wee Greg.
Yeah.
I say, haha, Wee Greg! You are completely out of mercy. I'm not retarded at all. In fact, I'm a genius. My mother told me every day.
He's still got his head buried in Birdman's boobs.
Yeah.
He can hear
So you
you,
say
but he's
it
just
louder.
like...
Okay.
What are you just holding him there? What do you want to say to him?
What do we want to say to him?
I will say one thing. You feel like you recognise him, but like he's obviously not the goblin you think he is.
I definitely reckon. Yeah, he looks very familiar. I was thinking that from the start. To be fair, the second I smelt goblin in the air,
Yeah.
it sort of like, sent a shiver down my spine. To be fair, which is why I'm acting a bit impulsively.
Okay.
Are you planning to like question him with his guns?
I guess we are. So first of all, I want to know you ever work with the knock and runners?
He's just squealing into Birdman's boobs.
I go, oh, sorry, Dad. And I go, fucking, sorry. I'm
What?
pulling him out.
What the hell is this? See, I'm trying to get my rocks up, and he's staring down the barrel of his own gun. And he's just
I'm
like,
holding him like this, like.
Listen here,
these
buddy.
things.
We're all trying to get our rocks off in this world, especially my race, who your people have got. Well, big, but who these people have got oppressed in a camp.
the knock and runners. See,
The knock and runners.
yeah.
Oh.
I don't suppose you know my father. They call him Big Greg.
I knew a Greg once.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was old enough for my friend to have a son your age.
Well, we reproduce. We mature quickly. See,
And I guess I am sort of long in life, thanks to my elder genes.
long in the tooth. Yeah.
They're going back at him, risky.
I assume he's already got the gun at him. Oh.
Yeah, okay. I'm feeling a bit tormented here because I knew your father, Greg.
Well, then that's more than I can say. If you catch my meaning.
Oh no, my arm is 18 now. I'm gonna.
Why is
He's
it?
still up there.
What? Oh, you're holding him against the wall.
I'm holding him, but like I'm.
Yeah, Birdman's not strong enough
I'm,
to.
I'm slightly thrown off by the fact that I know that I fucked his dad over big time.
So, I take it you're here to get revenge on me for something my father did to you, eh?
Well, perhaps not. Perhaps I'm here to make it up to you. But we also need your help.
Well, you have me at a disadvantage, eh?
We definitely do. We can either shoot you and throw you down the rubbish skip, or we can start an alliance with you and your boys.
Well, what exactly is it that you want?
We want to get smuggled onto the train. We know there's going into the train tracks.
Well, have I told you guys this yet, or do we need
No,
to?
he has. Oh, you know that.
Yeah.
You're looking for a train full of weapons.
We're looking
Train full of weapons, eh? Where'd you hear about this?
Let's just say we have contacts in the criminal underworld. You may have heard of Flash, Flash Cat Pants.
Ah, yeah, we know Flash. Flash the
The gash.
Flash isn't even with you at the moment, is he? He was with you to the Fool and Horses, and then I think he just left.
Yeah, he just does what he wants to do. Comes back when it's useful.
Yeah.
So
You know Flash Cat Pants, eh?
we do.
He's a good boy.
Miss Birdman, lower than gnome. We goblin.
Yeah, don't call me a gnome.
Yeah, sorry, we hate gnomes. We're all gnome racists.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it goes without saying, see?
Yeah, no, but you're still at our mercy sort of thing.
Birdman does this. It's Mr. Birdman now. And drops him. Haha, you gonna fuck me, guy.
Greg looks up at you and he says, I knew all along. We're we're all pansexual around here, see?
Whatever, guy.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is we could make a train. He could help us get to the train full of weapons, and we could give him some of the stash.
Well,
Vindicate me.
it's funny you should say that, coming in here telling me how to do my own job.
Well, I'm the one with a gun to your face. So.
What, are you going to shoot me, Dad? There's more to life in this city than just pulling jobs, you know.
I mean,
Perhaps we could help each other.
Well, that's what I'm
split
saying.
the-
I'm trying to. I need to help you so I can feel better. Okay.
Well, we...
I'm gonna shoot him.
It looks like you've come here to steal a job from under us.
Can I come barging through?
Yeah. If you just like run back.
Just to give some.
Yes, I got that.
I should probably tell these guys about the backstory just for.
Guys.
So I fucked over his father. I literally threw a rager and shagged his missus at the behest of the Chaos Patron.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he doesn't know that though, but I feel bad about that in a way.
Yeah.
As you would.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's interesting.
No, that's alright.
I'm not sure what Risky's reaction to that would be actually. He definitely feels guilt.
So Risky's not sure how he wants to play this thing with Greg.
Well, what we're saying is we need to work together and you to get us to the train.
You could, in fact, Greg can say this. Well, how about you tell me what's got you so desperate and maybe we can work something out.
One of our colleagues, people have been captured by Pending Evil Name and his crew.
Nah, that's suck of shit, hey?
You don't like him either.
No, nobody does.
I think this is a perfect opportunity. We can all work together. You can get a share of the riches, the wealth, the fame. I can feel better about what I did to you.
Well,
that was a bit of a... No, that was a... Sorry, I have a speech impediment.
alright, that was for an insight roll. You've beaten his insight roll, so I'll let that one slide.
Yeah, so can I come barging in at this point with the map?
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Bah! guys, look,
Wow.
we know we got the map to
Spit it out, Whip.
the map to the gulag now."
It's all mapped out.
Greg looks at this and he can see that like things are sort of falling apart, and he says, "So who do you guys work for?"
We'll work for anyone.
I work.
Whip, what are you eating?
Stop putting things.
I work for Christ.
Yeah, I have no master.
What the hell's wrong with this guy?
So many things.
That's just the orc
Okay.
He's had a really bad day. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he got baptized and killed a baby.
Well, let me tell you something. The only I'm sure you've heard by now that well, whoever told you about this job, I'm sure you've heard that we've been employed by the Black Hook, and let me tell you, we're not too keen on them either.
Ooh.
See?
Okay.
Now, if we could help each other out here.
We sure could. So we need to get rid of the Black Hook for you, and you'll help us get to the train.
Well, this is a question. What do you plan to do if we betray the Black Hook? What do you plan to do?
Might as well just say it. We plan to free the elves being captured by the gang. For our colleague Faith.
We're gonna kill the Black Hook.
You're gonna kill the Black Hook. I suppose you're gonna use the weapons to do that.
I'm going to do it in the name of Christ.
Hey, listen, buddy. When you know about the Indigo Boys, you don't need weapons.
Greg bites down on his cigar and he just grins as if to say, "Seems like we have an accord."
Yeah, and the camera sort of zooms in his face.
A quick zoom, a 70s zoom.
So are you going to let Greg up?
No. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shall we?
He's calmed down significantly. Like
Yeah.
he's not even.
I think we're all on the same page though.
Yeah.
Are you going to hand him back his guns?
Luke, sorry for trying to fuck you, Greg.
Yeah.
I like
You seem
literally
like a
trying to
cool-
fuck you. It was kind of we need to figure some shit out. We need to know
I
you
go-
were. It's a rite of passage.
He flips his silver in the air and says, "Hey, it's your last lady."
Yeah. Probably is.
I apologise for slamming his head against the table.
Yeah, I'm taking it off as he says that.
Well, since I burnt you on the arm there, we're square. I'm a straight talking guy, straight shooting guy too. So watch it.
I sort of say, look, I'm sorry. I got baptised today, and I'm really religious. and-
Yeah, big experience. See,
Oh, yeah, it's big experience.
don't
But
come around
we-
here with all your Christian stuff.
You like the rest of them. We cool? We cool? We cool?
He bumps your fist.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so how can we help you? Where are the Black Hook gang and how can we help you get rid of them?
Well, I'm going to show you the map. And then Greg is going to explain to you what the job was supposed to be.
How much longer we got, man? I don't want to bike back too late.
What time do you want to leave?
Preferably about 10ish, I guess. Because I've got quite a trek back.
But yeah, I mean, bit of a catch-22. I did want to get to some of the Black Jesus stuff, but
Yeah.
Well, can I
what do you mean?
Like we could just D&D in the morning online, couldn't we? If that's cool.
We
Yeah,
could,
yeah.
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 I mean, I don't mind, man. As long as
All I'm doing tomorrow is chilling. Gonna have Sunday dinner. So.
it's down to getting you guys in the same place at the same time to
Yeah.
play it.
Yeah,
Really?
that's the trouble.
Either way, I've got...
I'm down though.
All right, let's just wrap up this bit.
I'm going to ask Steve to be fair.
So can I go to Black Jesus' body?
Not at the moment. It's going to be guarded and
Okay.
crucified.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what's going on with that when we've wrapped up this. So he's going to explain the.
Yeah, we did forget about Black Jesus.
Yeah, we did.
He's going to explain
Fighting to free him.
Fine, he'll come back.
the job. I'm just going to explain it in my own voice
Yeah,
because it's
he's
easier.
doing it.
Right, the idea is, can you see where that weapon factory is? It's sort of behind the Coke can. The weapons are going from there to the Gulag. The idea is to get a train from Steamrock City using these tickets. I'll get the map back out.
Evan, is any of this your weed? Or is this my weed?
No, that's all yours now.
Okay.
It's a specific train because that train will be passing the weapon train in Blood Gold Canyon. So you'll have to find a way to... Well, you have to cross onto the other train and basically secure the train. And there's a drop-off there where they were initially... That's where they were supposed to be dropping it off to the Black Hook.
Okay.
So... That's sort of the intended plan if you were going to give the guns to Black Hook.
Yeah.
But I guess you want to turn that into breaking into the Gulag.
Yeah, our friend Greg can have some weapons as exchange for helping us.
Yeah, what
We're basically arming another militia. So
Yeah.
we're destabilising Black Hook's grip on the area while saving we're doing what we need to do.
Greg, let me tell you one thing. See, we hate the dwarves, but we also, Black Hook ain't much better. Really, the only reason we work for Black Hook is because we're getting desperate, and we need someone to come in here and shake the place up a bit.
Okay.
Now, I like your idea of breaking into the gulag, arm the prisoners. Yeah, that basically.
Okay.
I think that's the extent of the thing. The extent of the... I guess, also, if you guys are going to do the job, that takes the problem, you know, like Greg and those guys don't have to do it. And it's better than supporting Black Hook.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think Greg is also into chaos, so if you explain to him that that you want the cult to like have the weapons and start like some revolution.
We are basically trying to free everybody from oppression.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Between these two organisations, you guys have been fully taking the piss out of.
I feel like at the minute I'm trying to redeem myself for killing a baby.
And I want to make it up for Greg for what I did to his father.
You've not said that to him, have you?
Said that to him, no.
You've got too much pride.
I feel like I'm going to say it to him at some point.
Yeah, it's going to go off at some point.
Greg calls the rest of the gang to basically tell them what the deal is. So you got Sir Waldo Really, post 9/11, Rambling Frog Body, Wee Greg.
In high order.
So that's yeah, those guys are. I think you could probably persuade them to help you, but they're basically just going to give you guys the train tickets and the uniforms, and the map, and just be like, yeah, you take that and we'll do something else.
Okay.
I guess they'll work for you.
Yeah.
If you're going to start like a. If you're going to start like a big militia.
Yeah.
We're going to start a big militia?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did an alliance to overthrow these people.
Yeah, okay, good point.
Look how much technology they got. They nearly killed them with their surface to air missiles, really.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, so these guys are basically going to. They're going to fall in with you and your revolution, it seems like.
Accelerationists.
Outside the as you're leaving, you run into a couple of guys. They sort of bump into you. One of them is a rogue, like a half-elf rogue, and one of them is an orc. And the orc sort of bumps into you and goes, "Hey man, what you doing there? We're here to do a job, and we're mean motherfuckers."
All right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Has anyone got any response to that guy?
What did he say?
He said, "Watch yourself. Get out of the way. We're here to do a job, and we're mean motherfuckers."
Well, we are really mean motherfuckers. This guy killed a baby today.
Yeah,
I'm in league with a demon.
And I got
This
stabbed
guy-
with 2 spears, and I was a woman for the whole day. I nearly got fucked by a
How fucked up is
goblin.
that?
The orc points 2 thumbs at himself and says, "Well, I'm here to cut a promo. The name's
Okay.
Hunkin' Acorn, and this is my sidekick, Danger Skidmark.
You're roasting just Mark.
I've never been so disgusted by two orcs.
As one of them's not an orc, one of them's a half elf, and you can tell because his ears aren't that pointy. You shrink inside yourself.
My ears are very pointy.
You got a bad neck there, buddy? You're fine.
So Waldo really, he looks at him and says, "Sorry, man, change your plans." In fact, his Yorkshire accent is, "Sorry, lads, change your plans. We don't need you anymore. Found someone else to do the job.
Oh.
Now we can find you another job. You look pretty tidy." And he just starts trying and chat honking Acorn up. Because that guy's got a thing for big, strong orcs.
Clearly.
Apparently. Yeah, that was a little.
Fear, a longish fright.
That was a little sneak peek into what might have happened if things had gone even slightly to plan.
I feel like we keep on getting caught up on different things that are happening. Like we wanted to save Jesus because he was Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well,
Yeah.
what
He didn't want to be saved.
What I've found is you get caught up on whatever's in front of you.
Yeah.
Which is odd. Well, I don't know actually. Maybe it's difficult to make you not. It's difficult on both sides of the fence to make you pay attention to something or to make you not pay attention. So like.
I tell that to my teachers.
I don't know. There was a lot of improv in that in terms of
A lot.
how
of
yeah
improv.
in terms of how any of
I
that went.
killed a baby.
There was some great imagery though throughout. Like the
Yeah.
whole section where we jumped out of the plane and then on.
That whole thing was pretty excellent in terms of like I basically just stopped looking at my notes once you got inside the tavern because I was like this has just gone differently.
Yeah, I quite done that he might have been one of the goblins in New Phrase, but I didn't want to break character because I would at that point risk us exposing ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think it was actual Greg?
Yeah. No, I thought it might have been someone who knew Greg and he would recognise me if I was too close to him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't know about the goblin sort of breeding pattern or aging pattern.
I didn't want it to be too. If it was too rigid,
I thought
and
it
he
was
was
good.
able to recognise you, it would have just made it too hard to get anything done.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we can stop recording now.
I